back in the house again, and we are live on the YouTube and also on our TikTok page. So we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok page. So let's go, guys. Okay, I am back. Where we're gonna start from? Let's start from here. Thank you for joining, guys. Yes, for those of you guys joining, thank you for being part of the shows again. Let me see if this is clear. Yeah, this is more than clear. Mr. Ben is in the house. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys, thank you for joining this. I would say afternoon or evening, whatever you're watching from. My name is Mr. Ben, and today we'll be discussing about Omoyele Sowore and the part he's playing in the Nigerian politics currently. So I would like you guys to pay attention as we discuss this issue. So I'm interested to know what you guys think. But in the meantime, it is important to pay attention. That's all I can say. Pay attention.
They're upset about what they saw the organic crowd that received me in Aba. They didn't know that I could enter Aba without rice, and that is why their principal had to go and borrow people at Salah in Kano. And they are celebrating it. Oh, was in Kano. When the council become in 2023, that is saboteur for not working with Peter Obi. So then Papazo is a saint because they borrowed you the crowd in his compound in Kano where they are eating salad. That's why I say be careful before they start telling you that if you go to a club, it's an alliance. If you go attend a party, it's also an alliance. If you go attend wedding, it's an alliance. Well, those ones might have value. I don't know. But let's just play this honestly. Because if you are condemning the city boys, you will also have a right to condemn your village thieves. I was telling you that how many alliances can somebody have in 3 years or 3 years? But it wasn't an alliance. I think at this point, after having realized that we were right, that our alliance is more solid, it's the alliance of the oppressed. They keep going around the country to create an impression that they have alliance. So my question is want to align on what is about it.
Battery 50%. Connect to BSK F98Q9L4 and VIMS Galaxy S10.
And what they must also recognize is that the time for lying to Nigerian people is over. So many of these very childish tactics, as they say, they don't cast. So.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you are joining, thank you for being part of the evening. I want to thank you guys that are joining this platform for the first time. I want to really thank you guys. I have time on my hand, and I am turning on the ring light again just to highlight and educate our people on what is going on. So my platform is not a platform for everyone. This is a platform for logic, for actually thinking outside the box, and also above all, asking questions. Now, if you're not the kind of a person that think asking questions is important, then of course, this might not be the best place to be for you. But if you are, you're more than welcome to fellowship with us, ask questions, challenge us, and let me know your thought on the things that is happening. Now, my topic today on the YouTube, I put it there. I couldn't put it on TikTok, to be honest. It's called Control Opposition Exposed, How Distractions Are Deliberately Manufactured. And as you can see, that's a lot of English inside. What did I call it? Control Opposition Exposed, How Distractions Are Deliberately Manufactured. Now, I want you guys to understand this does not in any way, this platform is not sponsored by anybody. It is activism born out of conviction. That sometimes when you know something and you are 100% certain that information you are having is correct, then you have to share it with your people and your people and your people only. Now, we are going to discuss about Omoyele Sowore today and all of his activities, and we'll discuss about any other person. Now, if you are Omoyele Sowore supporter, kindly join us and have your say as well. Then we can ask you a question, because I want to know the part he's playing before it gets too late. I want to educate Nigerians about his method, about his activities, about what he's doing, where I think that this guy might have been a victim of himself. Now let me just put this the picture there so that it can be clear for those of you guys that want to hear it. Yes, this is how we do it on this platform here. Unfortunately, we are committed to bringing you information that matters. Truth, nothing but the truth. So that is what we'll do on this platform. And if you seek the truth, then I think this platform is a platform you want to be in. You don't want to miss a thing on this page, because what we'll do here is to show, sorry, I put my camera in front of the computer, so I have to look to get something out if I needed to. So my apology for that, but I'm going to try to envision the video that I wanted to play for you guys. I am doing it nicely. Hold on a second. All right, where are we here? If I can't get it, I'm just going to use this one here.
To a club. They're upset about Oti when they saw the organic crowd that received me in Aba. They didn't know that I could enter Aba without rice, you know. And that is why their principal had to go and borrow people who are doing Salah in Kano, and they are celebrating it. Peter Obi was in Kano, you know, he met with Kwakwaso. When the Kwakwaso become a saint, is it not the same Kwakwaso you were abusing in 2023 that he's the saboteur for not working with Peter Obi? Suddenly, Kwakwaso is a saint because he borrowed you the crowd in his compound in Kano where they are eating Salah. That's why I say be careful before they start telling you that if you go to a club, it's an alliance. If you go and attend a party, it's also an alliance. You go and attend wedding, it's an alliance. Well, those ones might have value, I don't know. But the organic crowd that received me in Aba, they didn't know that I could enter Aba without rice, you know. And that is why their principal had to go and borrow people who are doing Salah in Kano, and they are celebrating it. Peter Obi was in Kano, you know, he met with Kwakwaso. When the Kwakwaso become a saint, is it not the same Kwakwaso you were abusing in 2023 that he's the saboteur for not working with Peter Obi? Suddenly, Kwakwaso is a saint because he borrowed you the crowd in his compound in Kano where they are eating Salah. That's why I say be careful before they start telling you that.
All right, thank you guys for joining. You've heard a little bit of statement from Sowore there, and we're going to go into the program now. For those of you guys joining from YouTube or from other platform like Facebook, thank you for joining as well. Now, I don't know if you can hear me on the YouTube. If you can hear me, just say you can hear me out there. I believe I can be heard because I think my microphone is working very well, and also the people on TikTok can hear me as well. Let me start the program by sending clear warning to people here. Everything I'm going to share here is my opinion. I am not paid to speak for anyone. I'm speaking out of experience, out of knowledge, and out of critical thinking. Now, let me say this clearly as we begin. Watching Omoyele Sowore constantly, again, hold on a second. Watching Omoyele Sowore constantly attacking P2B is not surprising to me at all. In fact, everything you are seeing right now on the Nigerian social media space is playing out exactly as it is planned. I have said it over and over again that some of these individuals are working for the APC, whether people like it or not. That is the reality we must confront. But our responsibility is not to shout or insult. Our responsibility is to educate the public, to help the public to begin to recognize these signs. Let me be honest with ourselves, and let's be honest with ourselves. You and I both know Sowore has no realistic path to becoming a president of Nigeria. Yet, instead of focusing his energy on holding the current government accountable, his primary target remained P2B. We saw this pattern in 2023, and now it has started again. So you have to ask yourself, what is really going on? What is going on here? What is Sowore after? When someone constantly positions themselves as opposition, but spend more time attacking a non-incumbent than the incumbent in power, you should pay attention. For me, this is exactly what control opposition looks like. And I have said this again, time and numbers, over and over again, about figures like Omoyele Sowore, Very Dark Black Man, and so many other clowns out there who recently came out to declare that Tinubu has already won in 2027. At least that's what Very Dark Man told you guys on his video yesterday. Day before yesterday, P2B was in Kano. Yesterday, Very Dark Man came out and said, Tinubu has won. And for some of you guys, you will say, oh, he's always speaking the reality. He's always saying the reality. You don't know what you are saying. I know that a lot of his commenters are programs. They are both. They are paid. They are data boys. We know them. It has universally accepted now that Very Dark Man has allegiance of people, and it's the same kind of people that comment for Sowore. It's the same kind of people that comment for Very Dark Man. Go and check the pattern. I've spent over 3 days to do my research, and I can tell you 100%, everyone that supports Tinubu support Very Dark Man. Everyone that supports Tinubu support Sowore. And you have to think about it critically. And you will say, oh, but they criticize the government. That is the illusion they are giving to you. You need to look above it. You need to look more than what they are giving to you. But if you are getting paid, that's okay. If you are getting paid to make those comments, it's okay. Collect your money because you need it. You are hungry. But if you are not getting paid and you still have the advantage of your common faculty, then I believe you should think deeper about what is currently taking place in Nigeria. And if you are a Tinubu supporter, it's okay. Play the game that suits you. But if you are an independent thinker who is looking for the best for the country, then I want you to pay attention to what you're witnessing. Because what you're witnessing is more dangerous than the government in power. Because the people that are confusing you, they are the people among you. They are with you. They are standing with you. They are telling you they are your advocates. Now, a lot of stuff is taking place that people are not ready to talk about. But I will talk about it on my platform. And that is why we are not popular. This platform is not popular. It's not popular. Because we speak the truth without fear of anybody. So when someone who constantly positions themselves as an opposition, but spend more time attacking non-incumbent than the incumbent, you should pay attention. For me, this is exactly what control opposition looks like. And I have said it, the same thing about Very Dark Black Man, who came out yesterday and declared that Tinubu has already won in 2027, as if Nigerians should just give up. Those are not random statements. They are deliberate. They are calculated. They are designed to distract, discourage, and manipulate public perception. But here on this platform, we will continue to do one thing: educate. We will help you to keep breaking things down in the simplest time. We will keep asking questions and keep pushing for the truth. We don't work for anybody. I definitely don't work for anybody. Mr. Logic does not work for anybody. And that's why we can speak freely. And I know it's not always easy to hear these things, but I need you to stay alert. Keep your eyes open. Welcome to my live session this evening. Let's go and listen to what Sowore just declared. I'm coming early today because I have time on my hand and we can do that. Your insults are welcome. If you come to my attention, I block your papa. Now, this is Sowore speaking.
To a club. They're upset about it when they saw the organic crowd that received me in Aba. They didn't know that I could enter Aba with.
You say they saw the organic crowd that received me. You see, this Sowore is working for APC. Which organic crowd received him in Aba? You see, these are distractions. They want him to go out there and be saying crazy things to keep the social media activity going on. Now, if you are not smart, you'll be getting angry with him. I am not angry with him because I know the job he's doing. Why would you be angry with Sowore when he was insulting the governor of Abia State? He's trying to throw crazy things out there. Why is he not insulting Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State? Why is he not insulting Governor Ododo of Kogi State? Why is he not insulting governor from Niger State, Nasarawa State? Why do you think he went and picked? Because he wants to steer anger towards him because he's protecting the government. This is a strategy that has been used over and over again. And that's why I told you people, Nigerians are not matured for politics, for real politics. It's emotion. I don't do emotion. Everything he's doing, he's not doing it for his own benefit. Now, he came out now, he said, oh, Peter Obi saw the crowd that received me in Aba. I promise you, Peter Obi is not even aware Sowore was in Aba. I was not aware Sowore was in Aba. He said, oh, Peter Obi saw the crowd that received me in Aba. So Peter Obi went to Kano to borrow crowd from Konkoso. Keep listening to him. This is the assignment Tinubu gave to him. This is the assignment they gave to them. There are many of them. I promise you this. And I am giving you assignment today if you're an independent thinker. VDM supporter is the same supporter like Sowore. The same. They are APC plant. I knew this since a year ago. I was approached to be part of him. People begged me, stop attacking VDM, work with him. Work with him to do what? Work with him to drag B-Lord. Work with him to drag King Mitchell. What is my business with King Mitchell? What is my business with B-Lord? How does that one save our country? And that young man came out yesterday and told you Tinubu has already won. And some of you guys are saying, yeah, he's he's saying the truth. Because that is how zero-minded you are when it comes to thinking outside the box. If your first son is going to fight a boxing match, begin to tell your first son, begin to tell your children, the opponent have won because the opponent have a good coach. Because the opponent the match is being played in their hometown. They have won. Let your children don't prepare. Let them not even participate. And when this one come out as well, this one will be shouting. Peter Obi is this one problem. You people cannot see it. Sowore is working for APC. I'm not even minching my mouth about it. He can never be a local government chairman of anywhere. Anywhere he cannot be. His own assignment is just to be causing nuisance on social media.
Without rice, you know, and that is why
you see we are saying that P2B gathered crowd in Kano without rice. He too, he came out. I was in Aba. I was not sharing rice. Crowd received me in Aba. Crowd received me in Aba. Sowore saw the video of APC sharing £300 in London. Has Sowore talked about that? Sowore saw the video of APC and Tinubu sharing rice across Nigeria. Did he talk about that? Sowore saw the videos of economic breakdown of our country. Has he talked about that? P2B is his problem. Sowore think he's an opposition. You know why they are doing that? You know what they did to P2B in 2023? What they did to P2B in 2023 is what they are doing now. So Sowore is making himself an opposition. That he's the opposition government recognized. The rest are distraction. P2B is distraction. ADC is distraction. He's the opposition. It's psychological. And when on the day of election, very dark man, we endorse him. You will just come out. As for me, I am not asking you who to vote for. I will vote for Sowore. And all of his maniac, mumus, they will be jumping. Okay, Rate King say, Rate President say, na Sowore will go vote for. Because they don't have the mind of their own. You allow both machine to influence your brain. You allow VDM machine to both that they bought for him to be commenting to influence your brain. He will endorse. Burna Boy, all of them will endorse Sowore. And Sowore will come out, hey, I am the winner. After the election, he will run away. He will keep quiet. He did it in 2023. He saw that the election was rigged. Did he talk about it? No, because his boss has won.
Their principal had to go and borrow people who are doing Salah in Kano, and they are celebrating it. Peter Obi was in Kano, you know, he met with Kwakwaso. When did Kwakwaso become a saint? Is it not the same Kwakwaso you were abusing in 2023 that he's a saboteur for not working with Peter Obi? Suddenly, Kwakwaso is a saint because he borrowed you the crowd in his compound in Kano.
You see how annoying that statement is? It's exactly how they want it to be. You need to understand how psychology works. How annoying this statement is, that is exactly how they want it to be. They want it to provoke you. They want the statement to make you very angry so that you can start attacking him and leave the inept president in Aso Rock alone. That's what they are doing. Tomorrow now, he will say, I won a case. Oh, I drag a chairman, I drag IG of police, I drag this one, I save this one from prison, I save this one from prison. RNG, we know this game from the beginning to the end. That's why I gave him that cap.
Where they are eating salad. That's why I say be careful before they start telling you that if you go to a club, it's an alliance. If you go and attend a party, it's also an alliance. You go and attend wedding, it's an alliance. Well, those ones might have value. I don't know. But let's just play this honestly. Because if you are condemning the city boys, you will also have a right to condemn your village thieves. I was telling you that how many alliances can somebody have in 2 years or 3 years? But it wasn't an alliance. You know, I think at this point, after having realized that we were right, that our alliance is the most solid. Which is the alliance.
His alliance is the most solid. Showore say the alliance is the most solid. He's a clown. Don't get angry with him. Educate everyone around you to spot it when they see these fake ones.
They keep going around the country to create an impression that they have alliance. So when parties want to align, don't they make public statements about it? You cannot just go to a Salah party and call it an alliance before people start entering clubs and calling it alliance. And what they must also recognize is that the time for lying to Nigerian people is over. So many of these very childish tactics, as they say, they don't cast. So, but we have no problem against those who want to align with whomever they want. They must also understand that other people are entitled to have alliances and may not align, because the problem most Nigerians have with their language and tone and rhetoric is that they are only the ones who have the rights to align with whomever they want.
Sure, nobody is telling you not to align with anybody. You can align with Tuma. Tuma, what are their names? You can align with anybody you want to align with. But Nigerian people have discovered who you are. You are the replacement. You are the light. You are the replacement of Reno Mokri. You are the replacement of Reno Mokri. A low version of Reno Mokri. That's who you are. Everybody know who you are. Go and ask David Houdin about you. Go and ask David Houdin about Showore. He will tell you who Showore is. Showore is a blackmailer in chief. That has been his profession. That's what he did to Jonathan to bring Buhari in. Then he denied he did not support Buhari. His Sahara reporter is dead on arrival. So what he's now doing now, he's now a minister of P2B, Department of P2B Abuse. And Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Gamer.
Criticism. They are the only people who ask not to be criticized. I've never heard that before.
Nobody asks you not to criticize us. Nobody asks you. P2B has never said don't criticize him. But we are saying that you are not criticizing him for yourself. You are criticizing him for the government of the day. You are their mouthpiece now. You work for them. You have no realistic chance of ever being a local government chairman. You have never managed a street. You have never even managed a group chat. You want to be president of where? Which banana republic?
If you are criticizing other people, you now say you can't be criticized. And like I said, you are not ready for prime time. And it is when you have something to hide that you run away from criticism. And you bully people and harass them. How dare you touch my anointed? No, that anointing oil has expired.
Nobody is telling you, okay, you went and called out Governor Alex Otis. Now, this is where you know that Showore is throwing stones to see who can react, to get attention and draw heat from the government of the day. That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing. So don't fall for it. That's why we are here, to tell you that the picture they are painting is not what it is.
Yes. Yes. So we have no problem, but we are more interested in our own alliance, which is the alliance of the oppressed, not this bogus alliance. We cannot align with people who ruined Nigeria. We keep saying it. We cannot align with the criminal group. They are upset about those when they saw the organic crowd that received me in Aba.
Showore say there was organic crowd that received him in Aba. All right, I want to welcome you guys on TikTok. So if you want to join, you can send a request in now and you can be part of the conversation while we deliberate and discuss. For those of you guys that come with insult, my block point is on. You have to go and get a new account because I'll block your papa and block your mama. Then you start from the next account again. But if you want to have a conversation and disagree with me, you can come up and have that disagreement with me, live and direct, with logic and common sense. Let's go, guys. If you want to send a request, you're more than welcome to send a request before I play the next video. I know this guy. When Showore was shouting the other day, free Nnamdi Kanu, I was here. I told you guys, it's fake. It's fake. I told you guys, it's fake. I say it's fake. Free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu. If they don't want to let us go, we will go. Let Igbo go. Let Igbo go. Because he knows that some Igbo people are emotionally controlled. They don't understand when somebody's after their emotion. And they went to hire. Go and see all those people that they hire to go and do free Nnamdi Kanu. They are all also VDM supporter. The front one, go and check them. People that don't have confidence in themselves, that when you like their video, it's like they go into the bathroom and look at themselves on the mirror and start jumping. The amount of abuse I have received, if some of you receive it, you will basically, you know that River Nanja, you go jump on. The amount of insult I have gotten on this social media. Just imagine for 1 year, Harrison follower were on my head a year. The whole of Harrison, the whole of Daddy Freeze, the whole of social media. And I stood my ground. I stood for the truth. And right in my own very eye, Harrison collapsed. I could have given up. I could have said, oh, these people are insulted. How much insult are you going to give to me? You are empty. That's why you can't argue. That's why you are insulting. You are not believing in logic and common sense. You don't do research. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you for bringing me up.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. This issue of Showore, people calling him an APC plant. You see, I've known Showore for a while with his political gimmicks. I might differ in that aspect. Showore himself, although his action might favor the ruling party, but Showore is definitely not an APC plant. What is happening is Showore is a delusional person that think he is the only saint in Nigeria. Nobody can rule Nigeria other than himself. That is what he's playing. Although his action might, in the long run, favor the government. Showore doesn't see anybody as anything. Even from the way he talks, he doesn't believe that anybody have the brain to rule Nigeria other than himself. Do you understand? So I see people, he's an anarchist, if you want to put it that way. Anything is an anti-everything. Whether you do well, you don't do well, Showore doesn't see any good in anybody other than himself. He believes in himself, and that is a very dangerous and delusional type of way to look at things. Do you understand? You can't go to a state, somebody that is less than 2 years, and you're telling me you don't believe in total transformation. You understand?
Okay, hold on a second, sir. Hold on a second. So, do you know when he made that statement? I like the word you use now, delusional.
He's a very delusional person. I've known it. I don't take him seriously. He's most time all those is Nnamdi Kanu. He does all those things. Even doing that, you can tell that he's contradictory to himself. Do you understand? Okay, you like Nigeria, you want to rule Nigeria, and somebody has been sentenced on a particular crime,
and you say free him.
Do you understand? It's very contradictory. So Showore is an anarchist. Showore is someone that if Osama bin Laden is against the Nigerian government I can assure you, Showore will fight for Osama bin Laden. That is Showore for you. He has that SUG, Zobu mentality.
But SUG does not think like there's no person that go to school that think like that though, because when you look at him, when you look at the way he conducts himself, he's playing the advantage for the government of the day. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. But that is not to say he supports them. He lambasts them. If you don't understand his politics, you think he's supporting them. But he doesn't know that his politics, because he's not united with the other opposition.
Can you describe Showore as a politician? I think he's not a politician.
He's not a politician. He's an activist. He's an activist. He claimed that he's the only one that can rescue Nigeria. What has Showore even done? Like, what has he done? His Sarah Reporter Media Company has not evolved after how many years? Do you understand? It has not evolved. As a matter of fact, his Sarah Reporter has gone down.
His Sarah Reporter is non-existing. It's non-existing.
The thing has gone down. He has not evolved. He has not innovated himself. This is somebody that always look down on every Nigeria, that nobody can rule Nigeria. What has he done? Can you pinpoint one thing Showore has hold one position in the private sector and transform it? So even if people always say, oh, Showore or nothing, even if Showore come to power, he will mess up.
But I want you to also take a look at those people that say Showore or nothing. Do you ever take a look at them? Because they are not well. Like, they are little. I'm not going to lie to you. I've seen them and I laughed.
Let me tell you something. You see, right from age 5, I've been politically aware. I've been politically inclined because of the way I was raised. So I realized Nigerians, you see grown men, they are looking for savior. They have savior complex.
Savior mentality.
Yeah, so anybody, and the way Nigerians are raised, anybody that talk against the government, automatically they align with you. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter whether if it's program talk, whether you are arranged to talk that thing you say. Yeah. As long as you just talk against the government, they think you are their hero.
Yeah. You're their savior. Nigerians are programmed to hate their government, their country. So even if I come out and start talking against the government, naturally, I will be a savior. See VDM, for example. Some people, if VDM tell them go jump, they will jump.
If they tell them to go bring their mama head, they will go bring their mama head.
That is how Nigerians are. So
I am telling you, VDM is that authoritative now that if he tell his follower to bring their mama head, they go bring their mama head. They don't get sense now. I don't watch their follower. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watch his follower. To support VDM is literally you have to throw away everything, your common sense.
But unfortunately, that is Nigerians for you. I think the bad thing government did for us, we lack critical thinking in Nigeria. I'm sorry to say, Nigerians are the most, we are very, even people that you think they are learned, like your grandfathers, they lack critical thinking in Nigeria. That is what is happening. So Showore is only, let me compare Showore with somebody. There's someone called Julius Malema.
Yes, of South Africa.
South Africa. Julius Malema formed a party, EFF. That party was doing well. But Julius Malema fell out of track because he was the chairman of that party. He is the all and all. He is the dictator of that party. Where is that party today? All his staunchmen have decamped back to different parties. These are his staunchmen. That party is a shadow of itself today. That is exactly who Showore is. They think they have the good idea, they have the talk, but they think they are the only ones that can rule Nigeria. Even the way he talks, what are these guys doing? They don't have sense. They say, as much as we criticize government, there are some people in government that have done things. I don't paint all government people with one brush. I look at it on a case-to-case basis. Do you understand? But Showore doesn't see it that way. Imagine you go Abia State, you just make that statement. I was like, nah, this guy is just, 2 years. 2 years coming from where Abia State is coming from. 2 years. Do you understand? I don't believe. So that's how.
Emperor, good evening, sir.
How are you?
Jocon, mute yourself. Thank you. Emperor, go ahead.
See, I just want to comment on something, okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Go. Are you hearing what we are discussing already?
I'm hearing what you're discussing, okay?
Yes, sir.
I just want to make a quick I'm busy. I just want to make a quick comment. And
No.
Okay?
If you are hold on, sir. Hold on. If you are busy and you're not ready to have a conversation, this is not hold on.
No, I'm ready. No problem.
Okay, this is not, let me talk, please. This is not drive in and drive out. If you are coming here to have a conversation, not you just want to make a quick point and drop out. We don't do that here. So if you are not ready for that kind of conversation, then please come back when you are ready.
I'm with you. No pressure. I'm with you.
All right, go ahead.
I'm with you. Okay, you know, I'm from Abia State, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm from Abia State. And I'm from the same village with Tojo Zokalo.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm a big fan of Sowore. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of. But to be frank with you, I was so disappointed when he made that comment he made. Because any human being, any person from Abia State, no citizen of Abia State that can speak bad, any person that loves good thing, nobody that loves good thing that can speak bad of Alex Otti. My brother, if you know Abba or if you know Abia State, I'm not a party man, no. To be frank with you, I'm not a party man. I don't belong to any political party. But all we want is just a good Abia State. But anybody that knows Abia State from last 4 years ago, okay, can never speak bad of our state now. My brother, it's been a while. Like, I left my state like 6-7 years ago, and I traveled back home last year. I was shocked. To be frank with you, I was totally shocked from what was happening in my state. It was massive. So for somebody like Sowore to come up to say such a thing, I'm very big disappointed. That's why I love people from my state, because one, all of us, we are seeing what is happening in our state, and every person, every bona fide citizen of my state is happy. Forget what APC are saying, forget what they are saying online. Alex Otti is not right. My brother, I lie. Now lie. I can tell you, if it's possible, during the last election, I will still come back and vote for Alex Otti and go back. That man is trying. That man is like a savior to our state. I'm telling you.
A man that have refused to join APC. A man that is doing everything possible in his state. You can see a real transformation.
Okay, Ben, if his wife come to, if that man present his wife, we will vote for his wife. If he present his children, we will vote for his children. I'm telling you this thing because every citizen of my state, every Abia State person is happy with that man. So don't listen to whatever anybody is telling you that this one, no, yo. Sowore is, forget. So I'm a big fan of Sowore, but because of that thing, I'm no longer supporting Sowore again.
Why do you think Sowore say that?
He's supporting APC. They are saying him. There's nothing will not tell me. Other Ben, there's nothing. Now lie. APC is paying Sowore. I can never support Sowore again. See, let me tell you the fact. Is this Sowore? Sowore can never step foot in Aba as it's currently now. If that guy step foot in Aba, we will stone him to death. I'm telling you the fact.
No. It hasn't got to that.
So people are angry. People are angry with that guy. If that guy should come to Aba now, you see that kind of support he received last week, he can never see it again. They will embarrass him. Guy, you never come Aba before, child. I'm telling you this thing. As you say you don't come Aba before. As you say you don't come Abia State last 4 years, Ben, I'm telling you before God and man. As you say you don't come Aba. My state was one of the worst and dirtiest states in the country. Go to Aba now. Go to Abia State. Hi, Alex Otti na savior. Baba, that man they try.
A very gentle man who you don't even see arrogant in him. You don't see him flamboyantly spending money, and he's a billionaire before he become a governor. But you don't even see he live a modest life, epitome of a leadership that we all aspire to have in our country. And Sowore have no other governor to attack. Governor Ododo of Kogi, Sowore did not see it. Sowore went for Alex Otti. You know why he's doing that?
The worst mistake. The worst mistake he make. Now the worst mistake he make. You know, say because of that he don't lose fans. He don't lose fans for
But
Abba.
I greet all of you.
He don't lose
If
fans.
Showore can criticize Alex Oti, he can criticize Jesus Christ.
That guy don't lose fans. We don't
If-
support him again.
if
And they
Showore
tell
can
you,
criticize
they call me
Alex
for phone. They
Oti.
tell me say we dey wait for a winning go interstate. We go embarrass him. They will embarrass him.
Upon the good job Alex Oti is doing in Abia State. If Showore can criticize him, he can criticize anybody.
That guy no get sense.
Showore
Nah, that one
is
no
very,
get sense.
he's very certain that
Emperor, hold on.
Showore
Let
is-
user
Okay.
93588 speak. Well, oh, sorry.
I was
Okay,
here before.
Oga,
I was here before.
okay.
I listened to you. I was so happy when I saw what the things I heard from you. I was so impressed.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead and have your say on this statement that Showore made.
Frankly speaking, Showore is working for APC.
Absolutely. I agree with you, sir.
And the Showore you're talking about is not only Showore,
Yes.
a very dark man. Both of them are the same thing.
They are the same game. And
Both of them.
do you know
both
they
of
have
them
do you know they
are-
have the same fan base?
Yes, they are secret weapon of APC. They are secret weapon of APC. They are using again anybody that is still following Showore and the VDM. They need medical attention.
Say it again,
I'm
sir.
telling you.
Say it again.
Anybody that is still listening to following or listening to Showore and the VDM, they need medical attention.
Go ahead and tell me why.
VDM. Last time people came out to protest that they need people like Mr. P and or even others people, they came out that they need transmission of results. They need it. Then instead of VDM to join them, he said that he cannot join them unless P2B and the Atiku and the other that they should join unless they have to come out and join. P2B even came out, and even Atiku even came out, but he never joined them. What did he say? He said that is dead on arrival.
Yes, he said the protest is dead on arrival. That's what he
It's
said.
Yes, he said it's dead on arrival. What are you trying to endorse rigging? Are you trying to endorse? What are you trying to endorse by saying that it's dead on arrival? People are working to make sure they get a credible election so that their votes will count. And instead of you to join them to make sure put everything so that everything will be every house will have to join and make sure we get what we are looking for. You are telling them that the protest is dead on arrival.
That is a language. That is a language of a control position.
VDM.
Yes.
Yes, VDM. Now again, after seeing the organic support in Kano State, what VDM can say is
Tinubu has won already.
Won already. How can some people are still following such a person?
They don't know.
Some people are still following such a person. Showore, when you come to Showore, during the last election, Showore went around Europe and America and collected money in hard currency from people. Do you know, in most of the polling booth, he didn't have any representative. And you want to win an election as a presidential descent. Then after the election, he was the first person, he came out. He was boasting, I saw the video. Hey, we have done it. Hey, I have done it. What have you? The whole world saw the massive rigging. And instead of him to condemn the rigging, he came out that we have done it. That is to tell you that he's working for APC. Okay, now look at, you went to, I'm from Imo State. I know the nature of Aba. That, especially that Port Harcourt Road, from the time of Ojikalo till the time of Bazu, I must tell you that that road is like a swimming pool. That road, you hardly, for you to pass through that road, is very difficult for you to pass through that road. But at the moment, look at the nature of the road. Look at what Alex Oti is doing in the whole of Abia State. And only for you to go to Abia State and tell the whole world that Alex Oti is a failure. Alex Oti is a failure. So it's very certain. Let me tell you, you see this VDM and Showore, there's no difference between them and the Apapa and the Arabambi and the Aburi. These people are all together. They are all the same thing.
But why can't Nigeria see this thing? What has blocked their brain?
But I must tell you, brother, I must tell you, in a nutshell, I must tell you, this coming election is between the APC and the promises. And I must tell you that even if P2B contests as an independent candidate,
he will beat APC. He will beat APC.
He will still beat them. The only thing we need is to make sure we have a credible election.
Again, we need to educate. You need to educate the public, because with the information I am getting, APC have already staged down a pacifier. Now, what I call pacifier are people that lives among us, and what they do every time there's a problem like this, they will come out and they will start preaching patriotism. They will start telling you, yeah, you know, it's just 4 years, he will do his turn and go. Nigeria is bigger. Let us forget. Government have already prepared them down. APC,
but let me tell you,
hold on, sir. APC know they cannot win this election. They know they cannot win this election. The only way they can ring this election is to ring it. But if they ring this election, Nigerians are not going to take it. P2B is not going to accept a defeat. It's going to be war. Hold on, sir. Let me finish. Let me finish. The whole world is watching Nigeria. Nigeria is already on a red light with America. Now, Nigerian government have purchased all the pastors in Nigeria, from Adiboye to Yedepo. They're all quiet. In all of the killing that was happening against the Christian in the north, they did not talk. They kept quiet because they've been bought. They've been bought, and these are the pacifiers of Nigeria. These are the people that our people go to every week. But the northern Muslim are turning against Tinubu right now. They have taken money to them. They have rejected it. And the imam there, they are saying, come and take your rice. We don't want your rice. During the Ramadan, the rice they tried to share there, they rejected it. The mat they tried to share, they rejected it. And they were coming out now to speak. Now, somebody may say, because the government did not favor them, because when it was Buhari's time, the Northerners did not talk when the West were talking about Buhari impunity. But that is why Tinubu came in. Tinubu was under Buhari. It was the same APC government. We want a clean slot for our country. We want somebody tested. Somebody that can tell you, these are my history of my wealth. This is how I governed for 8 years. This is how much I left in the account of the state coffer when I left. P2B is somebody they cannot beat with their bag of rice, with their money, with everything. And let me tell you something. They could go extreme to eliminate that guy. And that's why I want Nigerians to start rising up. Because this game, we have seen it before.
It will not work this time around. All of us are watching, and all of us are praying for P2B. I'm a minister of the gospel by the special grace of God, and I must tell you that this very APC, they're not going to make anything meaningful in this very coming election, because the masses are hungry. And the masses are hungry, and they have already exhausted every of their the strategy. There's nothing, they don't have anything again to offer. Tinubu said it by himself. He said that we will reduce your purchasing power. We will slow down the economy and reduce your purchasing power. And that is what they're doing at the moment. You know, people are, okay, now they are attributing all the blame now because of the fuel hike that to what is happening in the Middle East. Forgetting that we are supposed to make more money.
Sorry, sir. Because I want you to understand that we are not into policy yet. I want you to understand what this platform stands for. This platform stands for educating Nigerians. What I stand for is to making you to see the manipulation going on our media. Media play a major role in a nation history. In a civil advocacy, media play a major role. What we are doing, or what I use my platform for, is to educate Nigerians to see beyond emotion, to see beyond all this orchestrated plan justice that you are seeing. All of them is they are doing it to be able to buy your loyalty, telling you that they are the justice. Last week, VDM came out and said a man was owing another man 650 million. The case went to EFCC. EFCC said, that man is very strong. The man has his soldier. We can't deal with him. The case then went to Ato Nze. Ato Nze say he couldn't solve it. The case went to Abuja Police. Abuja Police could not solve it. VDM say he talked about the case under 48 hours. They arrest that man. The man bring 400 million. It is all lie. It is all skit that they are making. Why are they doing that? They want to promote very dark man for you, so that his word will carry weight. So they are manufacturing justice and they are solving it by themselves. If you look at the case that happened with David Umahi and that lady, it is called manufacturer of justice. Up to today, there is no concrete evidence that that is not fake stories. The dragging you are seeing on social media is manufacture. VDM is a manufacturer APC tool. It's not different from Harrison. Harrison specialized in kidnapping. VDM specializing in brainwashing young Nigerians. And if you don't open your eye, you will get lost in translation. And we
well, brother, why I'm here is just to make sure some people understand these two people, Very Dark Man and the Shiwere. Both of them, they are the same people. They are working together. They are secret weapon of APC.
And their fan base are the same as well. Their fan base are the same.
They are secret weapon of APC. That is what they are doing.
Thank you so much.
Shiwere is always P2B is always his problem. You know, APC is not even his problem. His problem is P2B. Every time P2B. It is well. This is all I can say for now.
Thank you. I want to bring Mr. Jamie in. Jamie, go ahead, sir. You've been waiting.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ben.
Thank you for joining.
Greetings to everybody.
Greetings, sir.
Yeah, I listened to the monologue. Monologue is not a bad thing. I listened to the introduction, you did before you brought people. I listened to you.
Thank you, sir.
Extensively. I want to make a disclaimer. I don't have a candidate. I want good government.
Very important.
And I want to state clearly that I like what Shiwere has been doing right from the day he stood up against a minister who came to the US here. He came to a meeting late. That's over 10. That's like Obasanjo's minister. I can't remember who was that minister. I think it was Ojo Madueke. If you go to YouTube, you see it.
I know it. I remember it. I think that was one of the things that blew him up that time. Yeah.
Fine. So there is this rare courage Shiwere has. And there's one thing you just need, no matter how you are trying to carpet him now, you give him his flowers. The thing is, he doesn't have a friend. I'll read something for you right now. Recently, what happened? Okay. Recently, he called Tinubu. President Tinubu went to Brazil and now claimed, I'm not reading. So I now claim that the central bank governor is there with him in his entourage. You need a Forex. You don't need to know him before you get Forex and all that, try to market what they were doing. Yeah. So he now said that corruption. He allegedly said corruption was wiped out in the country. And of course, so Shiwere called him a shameless liar. And that was dragging the DSS, the other agencies, even CSOs, were pressurizing him to delete the tweet. He stood by it. If anybody disagrees with Peter Obi, and then you are adding him to APC, you are even not helping the Peter Obi cause. People are going to disagree. I don't know why anybody come Peter Obi. People will disagree with Peter Obi. You understand? Because Shiwere has disagreed with everybody. He has called everybody names. I know the chronicle of the people. It's like a two-edged sword. He has no friends. That is why anytime they take him into detention, there's no prominent person to go speak out for him. And And I believe that he will get like 20,000 votes as usual. He's not running to win. He's running for whatever reason. He left United States to go and sit down there. He's a master of chaos. Why focus on him? He's not threatening Peter Obi in one way. Can't take away Peter Obi's vote. So why are you guys burning energy? Because this guy does this. If you do this to him, it means you are not tolerant at all. Let people do what they do. Because last election, when I think 2007 election, Olisagba Goba contested that election. To me, those are the kind of people I resonate with, because he ran on some kind of clear philosophy. I'm not talking about all this marketplace politics.
Mr. Jemmy, thank you. There's something you say here. You said when Mr. President went to Brazil and Sowore made a statement and called the president a liar. And then what did the DSS do?
Yes, I said that.
Eh?
They pressurized him. They wanted to take him to court.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a logical question here. Calling a president a liar or whatever, does that warrant a state to respond to that? Is DSS to respond to that? Does that warrant DSS?
He stood his ground. It does not.
No. I am asking you, does that warrant a state to respond to such thing?
Of course not.
All right. What I am trying to tell you now, Sowore and the rest of the clowns in our social media space are positioned as the control opposition figures. And the government...
That's your opinion.
Oga, allow me to talk.
That's your opinion.
At least I allow you to share your own opinion.
But I was talking now. You allow me to...
This is my platform. So this is my platform.
Okay.
I don't remember Sowore bringing you up to have an argument with him. So if you come on this platform and you are trying to reinforce the narrative we are trying to dismantle, I have to interject it to make sure we correct fact. So I ask you again, if Sowore say the president is a liar, does that supposed to warrant a state to intervene?
You need an answer.
Yes.
I've answered you before.
I need an answer from you. I'm asking you.
It doesn't. I mean, people need to be tolerant of criticism. So the state does not need to. It's like you are killing what do you call a mosquito with a sledgehammer. Okay. Why do you think states are intelligent enough to know that they are killing a mosquito with a hammer by going after Sowore for calling the president a liar for the statement he made in Brazil? Do you think the state is aware that this is not an important charges? The state under most government is oppressive. Oppressive. So I want to ask you, Oga, to suppress. I appreciate you. Okay, you understand English? I answer your question. Mr. Jami, let me just No. I have something. No, allow me with Jimmy, please. Allow me, Jimmy. I'm taking him somewhere, and we're gonna get there. This is your second time of being here, and I appreciate you. But this is not a platform where actually they thought a third time of coming here, and I appreciate you. So at least there's something you find interesting here to come and contribute your knowledge. We appreciate it. Now the question is this: if a state we go and start pressing charges that somebody call a president a liar, don't you think that is a waste of taxpayer, a waste of time, and irrelevant, inconsequential, and in a definition of a control opposition, that is called throwing a bait. So you throw a bait, then you'll be dragging it like, oh, we are fighting Sowore. But it's all rubbish. Now, before we go further, I want you to listen to this, please. Then you can tell me where Sowore coming in this definition.
Control opposition is when an individual or group presents themselves as critics of those in power, but their actions, intentionally or not, end up protecting, distracting from, or even strengthening that same power structure. It is not genuine resistance. It is managed resistance. To understand it better, think of how it plays out in real situations. Instead of consistently holding the government accountable, the so-called opposition figure spends most of their time attacking other opposition voices. For For example, in the Nigerian context, you may see someone who claims to be fighting the system, yet repeatedly directs energy toward discrediting someone like Peter Obi, who is not currently in power, while the ruling government faces less scrutiny. That shift of focus is not accidental. It redirects public anger away from where it should be. Another example is the use of demoralizing narratives. When a public figure comes out and says things like, the election is already won, or there is no point in voting, it discourages citizens from participating in the democratic process. Whether true or not, the effect is the same. People lose hope, turnout drops, and the existing power structure benefits. You also see repetition of behavior over time. During the 2023 elections, similar patterns appeared: attacks on opposition figures, controversial statements, and distractions dominating public discourse. When the same approach resurfaces again ahead of
Sorry, my network just have a problem.
Control opposition is when an individual or group presents themselves as critics of those in power, but their actions, intentionally or not, end up protecting, distracting from, or even strengthening that same power structure. It is not genuine resistance. It is managed resistance. To understand it better, think of how it plays out in real situations. Instead of consistently holding the government accountable, the so-called opposition figure spends most of their time attacking other opposition voices. For example, in the Nigerian context, you may see someone who claims to be fighting the system, yet repeatedly directs energy toward discrediting someone like Peter Obi, who is not currently in power, while the ruling government faces less scrutiny. That shift of focus is not accidental. It redirects public anger away from where it should be. Another example is the use of demoralizing narratives. When a public figure comes out and says things like, the election is already won, or there is no point in voting, it discourages citizens from participating in the democratic process. Whether true or not, the effect is the same. People lose hope, turnout drops, and the existing power structure benefits. You also see repetition of behavior over time. During the 2023 elections, similar patterns appeared: attacks on opposition figures, controversial statements, and distractions dominating public discourse. When the same approach resurfaces again ahead of 2027, it suggests strategy rather than coincidence. Then there's the role of manufactured controversy. By making outrageous or provocative statements, these figures trend on social media. The public becomes divided, arguing, defending, insulting, while critical conversations about governance, policy failures, or accountability fade into the background. The noise becomes the strategy. In the end, control opposition doesn't openly support the government. That would be too obvious. Instead, it operates subtly by confusing the public, dividing potential resistance, and shifting focus away from real accountability. So when you put it all together, control opposition is a system where supposed critics of power behave in ways that weaken true opposition, discourage the public, and ultimately help maintain the status quo, while appearing on the surface to be fighting against it.
Now,
control opposition is when an individual...
Now, sir, I ask you, sir, Mr. Jimmy, when Sowore called the president a liar, and the president and the presidency, the government of Nigeria, is dragging him to court, what do you call that again?
Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
Let me address it with a straight language. I come to your platform because there's a time you claim you are a journalist.
Yes.
Yes. I've been a student of journalism. I've taught journalism. Yep. So I know that the pillar is fair hearing and objectivity.
Yes.
Now, if you drive one-way narrative, I'm engaging in order to, sometimes I argue against my own conviction. Okay. Like a devil's advocate. So you ask me, when somebody is making a submission, allow the submission for there are 51 people here. But when you interject and ask questions as if I'm standing trial, because this question you're asking me, does the state have intelligence to press charges on people? Of course, the state is always oppressive. That's one thing I know. Most government, no matter how benevolent they appear to be, sharing rights. I'm not going to criticize government in the same language you do. I disagree with almost everything that is going on in that country. You understand? But what I'm trying to tell you is that that long narrative you played, which is also control opposition. Of course, I understand somebody, if you tell me somebody like Wike, if he's opposition, he's a very destructive person used to destabilize another party. We are not going to have long conversation. But when you ask me whether government has intelligence to file charges against somebody, DSS has no business. If what Showore said does not border on security issues. It wasn't security. It was like, I mean, we are talking about free speech here. And the guy said the president lied shamelessly. So to me, it could be a civil case. If you feel the president is, our man here is taking people to court, is winning cases in court, even as a sitting president. I don't want to call him, so they don't start flagging your platform. Now, what I'm saying is that if Showore insults or maligns, the president has a right to go to court by himself, but not apparatus of state, because it wasn't a state crime. I understand what I'm talking about here. So same thing you're talking about control opposition. I understand there is control opposition, but it comes down to intolerance that whatever thing somebody does and is against interests of Peter Obi, we are setting out to. And I'm saying for a fact that Showore does not threaten Peter Obi in any way. He will get 20,000 votes. He doesn't have a voting.
Mr. Jimmy.
Hold on.
Mr. Jimmy, because you say you are a student of journalism and you probably have practiced it before. And you also said that I claim to be a journalist or to want practice a journalist. Now, this is where I come in. I played that in for you, a true definition of a control opposition. Then at the end of that play, I asked you a very critical question. And the answer I was expecting from someone that understands journalism is quite straightforward. If I played that for you, I have a reason why I played that. I played that for you to see that you cannot be a control opposition without agreement with the government of the day that you are controlling the public perspective for. If you are controlling the public, hold on, sir.
Write it down.
Hold on. You cannot be a control opposition without the government that you have to work for. And working for those people, they need to throw you a bait once in a while. They will throw you a case that is winnable for you. They will throw you nonsense argument. Then you'll be dragging with them like a little dog and his owner. And at the end of the day, the dog will win the pulling. And then you say, yeah, I'm a strong dog. No, you are allowed to win in that case. You are allowed to win because that is part of the strategy to manipulate the public view of who you are. The government coming towards Showore and say, Showore, why you call the president a liar? It is nonsense. Taking him to court, it is part of the distraction. Arresting him is part of the distraction of making him feel like he's an opposition to the government. Him winning the case is part of the elevation of him in the sight of his viewers that are less informed about the strategy being used. I want to give you an example because you sound completely very intellectually intelligent that I want to learn from. A few weeks ago, very dark man, one of another polarizing figure in Nigeria, came out and said a man was owing another man 650 million. This case has gone to EFCC. According to a very dark man and the man, EFCC said the man is too powerful. So they can't charge him. They can't even approach his house. The man has 6 soldiers. In short, that story, if you tell that story to my little dog, my dog will know this is a lie. But the case also went to Atonze Ribe. Atonze couldn't solve it. The case then went to police station. Police could not solve it. And VDMC, after he spoke about it, all of a sudden, the IGO police went to arrest that man. All of a sudden, 400 million is out. I want to ask you a question. How logical are these scenarios?
Mr. Ben, I think this is enough distraction. So I'm not obliged to speak about VDM because I just believe that there are some cases. I mean, you guys are the one that make VDM to be.
No, we are not the one. No. No, I'm not the one. Government made him. Sorry, government made him, and we are trying to de-radicalize the people that are listening to him to understand the agenda that they want to push through him. So you cannot say we are the one. We cannot keep quiet. Nigerian journalists, the first thing this boy did was to first of all make sure he control Nigerian social media space, that no legit media can question him, because he will use his bot follower to go and throw the account of such media pages. So we are brave to be standing here and be calling it out for what it is. So don't say we are the one that made him. We didn't make him. We didn't elevate him. We didn't give him that case to come and talk to the public about. We know the agenda that this boy represents is of a sinister. And what we are doing is to make sure the Nigerian people, the young people of our generation, can get this message and wake up once and for all. And stop following tools that are meant to reestablish the oppressor or oppressor over them. This is what I am doing on my platform. This is what I'm using my voice for. I don't use my voice to go and drag any individual. I use it to drag the system and whoever represents that system. And for the fact that I told you that I practice journalism in every country across the world, every journalist expose government of the day and their agenda. And they're never neutral when it comes to taking on the government. I'm not NTA. I'm a private citizen who find interest in advocating for justice and fairness. If a man...
Journalists should not be neutral?
No, it can't be neutral. It has to be on the side of the people. On the side of the people.
That might be advocacy, not journalism. Journalism, hold on, don't argue this.
Yes.
One of the cardinal pillars is neutrality. If you are not neutral, you will not be able to, because there are different variants of truth. When you say you are on the side of the people, would you
tell me that Fox News in America are neutral when they talk about Trump agenda and policy?
Which of the news? Fox. Of course, I know the media. Yeah, of course, the media here are polarized.
Do you think NTA is neutral when they talk about Tinubu?
Of course, they are not. They are government.
So what makes me different? What makes me different if I talk on the favor of Nigerian people?
If you speak as a, I don't know whether you qualify, because everybody, all writers are, I mean, all journalists are writers. All the writers are not journalists.
Whatever qualification I have, my question to you has already been defeated, sir. I ask you, does Fox News talk in the favor of the government?
You will. So, but let me understand. They say who pays the piper dictates the tune. Who is paying you? Nobody's paying you. So you have to be neutral. Unless you are saying you are under the payroll of somebody.
Yes, I'm actually under the payroll of logic, common sense, and Nigerian people. I'm under the payroll of the reason. Hold on, sir. Hold on. I'm under the payroll of the reason why I cannot drive from Lagos to Abuja on a motorway in the night without being kidnapped. I'm under the payroll of why I cannot send my children to Nigeria to go and spend holiday with my grandmother. I'm under the payroll of that. I'm under the payroll of corruption. That is what I am. That's why I'm talking.
So we are okay. I think you have sidetracked what we are discussing. Journalism should rest on neutrality, objectivity. When you say that, okay, what Fox is doing or what CNN is doing, where they are polarized, is it really serving it? Because there are sometimes you go to listen to any of them. You go there for propaganda because you believe that is not the truth. They are not neutral. But in journalism school, if you train in one, there's the cardinal thing is that you have to be neutral. You present the news to the people and allow them to make to make their opinion based on what you presented. But what we now have is like selective projection of what is news, so that they'll be able to influence people. I understand if you are writing a column, you are at liberty to now express your opinion. Opinion is different, you know. So I mean, as for journalism perspective, neutrality is key. So let's get that one settled. We are not winning any battle. We are not winning money. It's just we are sharing ideas.
Thank you.
It's not a contest. Like
True journalism
it's not a
is
contest.
ethical.
Yeah.
Ethical. Yeah.
If you want to talk about true journalism cannot be neutral, because if you are neutral, you are being one-sided. It has to be ethical. You source for the truth and the public interest. That is true journalism, because what you are fighting for, that journalism is for the public interest, not for the government.
Yes.
That's how it should be. So when you are saying neutral, you are just one-sided. That's not true journalism, my brother.
I have never seen an activist. I have never seen an activist that wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, this government have already won." I have never in my life seen anything like that. This government have 32 governors. They have won already. Completely write off the power of the people. And yet, that figure claim he represents the people. That is the opposite of what the people's interest is supposed to be. So if I come here and call it out, somebody says I'm being biased. Because they can have the platform which they're elevated to by the power of the state. They can have a platform.
Good evening.
Good evening, Sir Prince.
Yeah, good evening. I see that we Nigerians, sometimes we speak emotionally. And it is for the betterment of the country that all of us we are speaking about. And when we are talking about the betterment of the country, everything, there are two sides of the coins. The way you perceive things may be different from the way I perceive things. And when you are saying that Sowore is working for Tinubu, although I just joined your programs, I don't know, maybe you can give me some instance that you see that this guy is working for Tinubu. Let me start from that one before I submit my own conclusion.
Prince, is this your first time of joining my platform, sir?
Yeah, this is the first time.
All right, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for joining. Sowore has contested for president twice in this country. Every election, every cycle of election, he will tell you he's running for president. And I'm sure you are aware of his history. Are you?
As a former SAG president.
Yes.
And activist, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so what position has he held in Nigeria?
Elective position, Abi?
Yes, a public office position.
A public office position, nothing, no.
Any corporate office position that you know he has actually demonstrated a leadership position?
No.
Okay, so if that man every 4 years, I'm gonna laugh. Come on, I'm so sorry.
You just break the bulls by the horn for that question.
So, if that man every 4 years come out and said he wants to be president of Nigeria, and he form a party where he's the chairman of his own party, he's the vice president of his own party, he's the delegate of his own party, no primary. Okay, what do you call that kind of a person? Is it delusional or mispriority?
Authoritarian. The question is all the twice Sowore has contested.
No. Mr. Logic, allow me with Mr. Prince.
Vice?
Mr. Prince.
Do you know his vice?
Prince.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with him.
Prince, we are going somewhere. We are going somewhere. So this guy has proved over and over again the highest definition of delusionality.
Okay.
Delusional is understatement when it comes to describing the characteristic of Sowore. And then recently, his major attacking point is P2B, nothing else. A week ago, the president of Nigeria was in the UK here. His supporters were caught on the camera sharing £300 for people on the street of London to come and say, on your mandate, we shall stand. Sowore saw it. Another week ago,
I thought they started with £500 though.
No, they started with £500 on the first day. So the next day, more people came. They began 300. They reduced it to 200. We have the video of it. So let me finish.
Yeah, money was going.
And so in eastern part of Nigeria, they were sharing rice. In Lagos, they were on the street sharing rice for crowd. Sowore saw all of that. Sowore did not make that as a priority to talk about. Sowore come out today and he said Governor Otis of Abia State is the worst governor. He's doing half-half. And P2B is a borrowed crowd. That Sowore say he's the main opposition in Nigeria. That the rest of opposition figures are distractors. Now, when you hear all of these statements, where do you think he's going to?
Okay. Can I take on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. First and foremost, as a politician, every one of them, they are marketing themselves. Every one of them, they are marketing themselves. Everybody, me personally, I'm a lover of Sowore because of his activities or unionism, or let me say the kind of things that he's doing. But in politics, I did not take him serious. I want you to understand my point. Mm-hmm. The problem that some of us have is that this man, a lot of things that he's doing, some of us like it. Due to, when we are talking about individual differences, every one of us have individual differences. And this is the reason why some of us still believe that, okay, this guy that is doing this kind of a things, when any negative things, let me start from Yaradua. He was the one that stood with Jonathan that time. That Yaradua has already pined. And the Senate, or let me say the Nigerian government, they don't want to announce the death, the pinning of that man that time. It was the first person that announced it through his own media. And he stood up, he backed it up with the news and every details. When Okonjo-Iweala embezzled a lot of money in Nigeria,
which Okonjo-Iweala?
Sorry. Dennis, not Okonjo-Iweala, please. Former Minister of Petroleum.
Is it
Alex Madueke?
And Madueke, yeah.
This woman that is having case in London recently
is Madueke.
Yeah, He was one of the reporters that is bringing out facts because of the information he had from the government. And when we are talking about politics, even you personally, you can wake up tomorrow now, say you want to be the president of Nigeria. That is the freedom of speech. Mm-hmm. That is the freedom that everybody have. It depends on how you position yourself, that people will take you serious about that one. Mm-hmm. He said something, I think he have a get together some days ago, he was talking about, okay, what I heard, I still have the video with me. He said, I know every one of them. Alex Otti, I know him very well. He said good things about him, and he said negative things about him, that some of the things that he was doing is because of the past administration. They did not do a lot of things. And the thing that he's doing is a good thing. So, but if it is a developed country, Nigerians or the country, they will not celebrate what they are saying because it is a normal thing for a government to do. He did not condemn him totally. But he was saying that if it is a developed country, in UK here, if your local authority, they are doing road now, you can never see a citizen celebrating the road because they believe it is a normal thing. And as a politician, you can never see an opposition celebrating what the government's doing. It is not possible for an opposition to be celebrating. It's marketing.
Sir,
he have to market himself.
Mr. Prince, you have completely deviated from the
you,
question.
You mentioned Alex Otti.
Oh, God, sorry.
That is the reason why I said that one.
Yeah, you have clarified that one. He has a right to criticize Alex Otti if you feel anything that is fit there. But I want to ask you a question. Now, you've already agreed that you don't take him serious as a politician.
Okay.
But however, you probably take him serious as a media,
yes,
as a blogger or a journalist. I don't think it's
a journalist.
He's not a journalist. Showore is not a journalist.
He called himself a journalist.
He's not a journalist.
I watch him with on Channel TV.
Hold on.
That is what he called himself.
Showore is like me. He's a media practitioner. That's it. He's not a journalist. Showore is a blackmailer, and he can be used.
How?
So let me finish that. Let me finish that. I asked you a question because you came up and asked me why did I call Showore a control opposition?
Yes.
That was a very important question because that is the topic of the day. Because everything Showore represents is called a control opposition to me. Because once you know you cannot win. You cannot win. You don't have a chance. You don't have any possible pathway to win an election. And you're constantly attacking any individual that have a chance to uproot the incumbent away. You are working for that system. It's as simple as that.
Even Peter Obi said it about 3 days ago now. That is not sure of having the ticket in ADC.
That is called democracy, sir.
Then why are you accusing Showore also in talking about his own ambition?
You don't understand. You don't get the point I'm trying to raise here. You don't. Already, me and you have already established the fact that Showore have contested for election twice. He didn't have up to 5,000 votes. You don't know. Can you name who run with Showore? Who is his party man?
Thank you.
He have one Hausa guy as his running mate. I don't know his name. But I know you have an Hausa guy as his running mate.
They have a primary, they have a party chairman, they have a structure as a political party at all.
They have a party chairman. And
who is the party chairman?
You might not know the name, but did they have
I
a
don't know
chairman?
I've already said it.
Okay.
It is not all the 18 or 21 political party. Every one of them have their own presidential aspirants.
So your disagreement with me, with my submission, is that I call Showore a control opposition.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the question, and that is the reason why I came up.
Okay. And did you hear when I do that definition of what a true control opposition is? Did you also hear that on the background, or you came early?
I think I came late.
A control opposition is an individual who present themselves as a critic of those in power. but their action, intentionally or not, end up protecting and distracting from or even strengthening that same power structure.
Okay.
So, hold on, sir.
If I said, can I say Peter Obi and Atiku, they work for Tinubu for 2023 also?
Yes, you can say that.
Very good.
You can say that as long as you have the logic behind it.
Yes. Because if two of them, if Peter Obi and Atiku has worked together, I think Nigeria will not be in this kind of a mess.
Yes,
that
so
we have.
I want you to understand the dynamic of that alliance that you're seeing at the moment. This alliance is not about, I don't support the alliance because of anything. I support the alliance because APC have done enough damage to Nigerian people.
And can you think the alliance can work?
Of course, if the people...
How?
What are you talking about? Is that, do you believe in the power of the people or do you believe in the power of the government?
When we are talking about the people, you and I are the people that they are talking about.
Yes.
And you and I are the people that they are rented.
No, they haven't rented me.
No, I'm not. It is not only me and you that we are here.
Yes.
At least we have about 60 people that they are watching these programs.
Yes, sir.
And if I think you talk about the South, there are a lot of people that they went there. I even see one woman that they are crying on social media that they hire them to Imo, that they promise them money. At the end of the day, they did not give them.
If you have a chance to talk to that kind of woman, what would you tell the woman to do on the election day?
That is what I'm saying. Because when they are telling us, the politicians know how to manipulate things.
I say,
I
ask you a personal question. Sir. I say, sir, if you have a chance to talk to that woman, on the election day, what would you tell the woman?
I will tell her
before she votes.
I will tell her to vote for her conscience.
Perfect. And do you think if you tell her to vote for her conscience, what do you think that means to her?
It depends on her, because telling her to vote for her conscience and maybe along the line, and a party come with money, she may take the money and tell that is her conscience.
So what
that
we
she
do,
want to vote for.
So what we do on this place, we do voter education as well. Voters education is very important. We make sure we tell the people that collecting one bag of rice before the election is a bribe that will finish within 3 days. Be voting for a candidate that will make sure there's an avenue for you to eat a bag of rice every day for the rest of the time he's in the office is better. A venue that creates job. And then we are also going to be able to educate them to see what this government have done in the area of insecurity, the economic collapse. And that is where every civil society comes in, educating the public. Just imagine if I now come and I'm telling the public, you see, this government have 32 governors. This government is sharing rice. They have already won. What do you think that means?
Okay. Can I reply to you on that one?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate the time and opportunity that you gave to me.
Thank you.
Because if it is some people, they will have bullied me that, okay, maybe I'm supporting opposition or maybe I'm Tinubu, I'm this and that. First and foremost, every one of us that we are talking about the changes that we are clamoring for. There is one thing that many people still believe in Sowore, because they see him that he did not mingle with all these people. That is the reason why some people, including me, I would say including me, still have the belief that if this man can have the opportunity to become the president of Nigeria, it may change things than any other people. For example, now, I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. That is everybody's cup of tea. 2023, even there are some family that they fought themselves because of Peter Obi. That they believe that this man can make things change. They insult a lot of their family member just because of the love, or maybe because of what they heard about Peter Obi. Some of us, we did not see Peter Obi before. I don't know him from Adam. I've never seen him before. But because of things that I read about him, or maybe because of the things that some people told me about him, I developed interest in him.
Do you base in Nigeria, sir?
I come and I go. I did not base in Nigeria. I have family in Nigeria.
Okay, so he was twice a governor of Anambra State.
And that is what I said.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, now this man now left Labour Party and go to ADC. That is one thing that gave me the red flag about him. I will give you my own reason. That if it is between Tinubu and Peter Obi in coming 2027, Sowore and Peter Obi come 2027, I will do everything that I have for Sowore. And I will give you my own reason. Malami, every one of us know what Malami did.
Sir, I want you to repeat it again. If Sowore,
Malami,
sorry, sir. If you say if Sowore run,
if it is between Sowore and Peter Obi,
and Tinubu.
No. I did not say Tinubu. I said if
he's exempting Tinubu out.
I remove Tinubu out totally.
So why? Because the 2027 Tinubu have already got the nomination to run. So you have to put him. So we know where you are.
No. Assumption. I'm doing my own analysis.
No, Oga, we have a fight in front of us. Now, if you have a choice now among these three candidates,
and that means if, let's say, Tinubu is on APC, and we need a very strong opposition to fight him out. That is my own assumptions. And they now give us the opportunity to select or to choose between the two people, between Sowore and Peter Obi. I will do everything that I have to support Sowore.
Okay, sir. Again, I am going to ask you the question because this is a very important question, sir. This is the three fingers. This is the direct question. Peter Obi, ADC. Sowore in his AAC.
AAC.
Tinubu,
AAC, yes.
Tinubu in APC. They are the three candidates on the ballot box. Who would you pick if you appear on the ballot box?
I will pick Sowore.
I got this.
I have my own reason.
That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
I have my own reason.
I want to say something, Mr. Ben.
No. I'm still with Prince. I'm still with Prince. Please, Prince, go ahead.
I have my own reason.
Yes, sir.
That I will pick Sowore.
Yes, sir.
Can I give you the reasons?
Yes, sir.
If you remember 2015 elections, there are merger between new PDP, ACN, NMPP that came together and destroyed Nigeria because we call them a lesser evil then. That Buhari is good enough, is very straight, he can turn things around. Amechi, Bukola Saraki, and so on and so forth. Tinubu. Yes, that is it. And Tinubu, they came together. And they spoiled Nigeria for good 8 years.
And Showore as well. Showore supported Buhari.
Showore is not there.
No, he supported Buhari.
He did not support Buhari. If he said he supported Buhari, he has supported Jonathan before.
Okay, so I just wanted to establish fact because we're dealing with fact on this platform.
I said, can I tell you the reason? That is I want to establish my fact. Now, that 2025 alliance give us problem up to this present moment.
2015 alliance,
and 2015 alliance is still the problem that we are still facing now. And the same people that spoiled Nigeria are the same people my former leader, I will call him my former leader, is now mingled with now.
Who was your former leader?
Peter Obi, because I know how much I spend from my pocket.
So Peter Obi is mingling with who, sir?
Atiku now. It is my Atiku, Malami.
Nigeria, that is what they are saying.
Atiku, Malami,
okay.
Amechi, El-Rufai, and so on and so forth.
Babachi Lawal. Oga, hold on now. Oga, hold on.
I don't know the people. If
Oga, hold on. Oga, hold on. Hold on. Before you go further, you see that we are having a conversation, and I believe there's a lot of people that want to be part of the conversation.
Yes.
So, but Malami, you called. Malami was recently in court.
Yes.
Don't you think Tinubu could prosecute him if Malami was corrupt?
My dear brother, don't let us be biased in everything.
What?
Babachi Lawal of the grass cutter. Do you know that the case is under the carpet?
I said, Oga, a question I ask you is this.
El-Rufai, I'm giving
Oga,
you
hold on now. I said,
El-Rufai of the southern.
Oga, stop. Oga, stop. You are repeating yourself. I want to go step by step.
Okay.
Malami was recently in court.
Yes.
Who's supposed to prosecute Malami?
The government of the day.
And who is leading that government?
Tinubu.
Who's supposed to prosecute Governor Bello of Kogi State of 80 billion?
The government of the day.
Do you know Bello is currently the director of finance for APC?
The director of finance?
Yes.
In what level? In what capacity?
In mobilization of APC for Tinubu 2027.
Who gave to him?
Or you don't know? Or you are just telling me who gave to him?
Yeah, I don't know. That is it. I don't know.
Do you know he's currently visiting Aso Rock and coming out of Aso Rock?
Coming Aso Rock? Did they have case in court or did not have case in court? I ask you, no, that is a simple question.
They have a case in court.
Very good. And Malami also have a case in court also.
Yes.
1-1. Visiting Aso Rock, there are many governors that visit Aso Rock. My governor visited Aso Rock some month ago, and it came out.
You think a government,
government?
Oh God, sorry.
Please, 1 minute.
No. You think a government that is prosecuting a former governor who they accuse of stealing 80 billion should be welcoming that governor into Aso Rock?
They are in the same party, my dear brother. Don't let us forget that one.
So that's why we want to kick them out in 2027.
that is the reason why I personally was against those people that they are corrupt also because of what they did not achieve in this present administration. That is the reason why they are not
Prince,
want to kick out
what are
Tinubu.
you are trying to say?
They are not kicking out
a man that has
Tinubu
been
out.
accused for 80 billion because it's the same party of the present government should not be persecuted. That they should be friends with.
No, I'm not. That is not what I'm saying. I asked the host.
That's what you are saying. You said because they are the same party. So this is a man that has been accused of 80 billion fraud.
My dear brother,
and nothing is happening to that same man. That same man is still going to visit the president.
He said
because they are the
visiting Aso Rock.
Who is he going to see in Aso Rock? Is he not the president?
That is the reason why I said visiting Aso Rock does not mean is guilty or not guilty. And we don't know the purpose of visiting Aso Rock. If Malami is now in APC now, visiting Aso Rock now, it does not mean that the case is already finished.
But you have a problem with P2B.
I've told you my own problem,
being a political
and
party.
that is the reason why many people also are not happy because of the situation. Because the same people that we are shouting that they are corrupt, assuming now that Peter Obi become the president of Nigeria, in the midst of Atiku, in the midst of Malami, in the midst of El-Rufai, in the midst of Rotimi Amechi, in the midst of Babalawal, who are those people that they will give him names of the ministers, of the ambassadors of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is it not those people? If this man stay in Labour Party, nobody will control him.
Thank you very much.
Nobody.
Thank you, Prince. You had enough of time.
It's not the same Labour Party.
Mr. Fabs, come on,
please. Because of what they call it.
That's what?
Okay.
Guys, no longer your turn. Everyone. I allow Fabs to come on, please. Fabs, come on.
I'll still say what I want to say, though.
Yeah. Fabs, go ahead.
What I want to say.
Fabs, go ahead. Yeah.
So, Mr. Ben, good evening, and everyone.
Good evening.
All right. So I've been listening to Mr. Prince, and although everybody has their own opinion, they have their choices and right to make those choices, as well as the rest of us. But in my own opinion, I don't feel, misinforming people that because Peter Obi actually changed party, that makes him corrupt as these other people. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi was in the same party with Atiku before, PDP. Nobody complained then when he actually shifted to Labour Party, right? They still saw him as, that good politician amongst them. So why is it that people are now complaining about the ADC coalition? It's a coalition anyway. Yeah, and everybody people who feel the government is taking things overboard. Now, there's one thing with me. I feel you cannot just get up from somewhere that you want to rescue somebody and do it from outside. Do you know why America is actually the strongest might in the world? America prides in infiltrating every enemy country they have, both their allies, their enemy, whichever. You will find they go in there, look for people that they can turn. Either they blackmail you, or they coerce you to their side, or convince you to understand that, they are doing this thing for the good of humanity. Even the worst of anybody in the world ends up believing in the American dream and in what America stands for. They end up aligning with them. If you go to
I think we have
they have allies everywhere.
Yes.
Now, for you people to actually put it, for you people to actually make it look like Obi going into ADC, he has become corrupt. The very thing I believe he's not even corrupt. Testing your level of integrity is not by staying away from corrupt people. That only makes you feel like, makes you look like you're scared. You're scared of, you're going to compromise at some point.
Exactly what
now,
why Sowore is refusing to work with anybody.
That's what Sowore is doing. Mm-hmm. I think, to my own opinion, because if he wants to actually test his level of integrity, he should mingle with these people and see how it goes.
Yes, and let's see if
when you mingle with them,
that
is the only way you can know. Exactly. That is the only way you can know if that person truly is untouchable, if his integrity is intact. And Peter Obi have shown that, though. I'm not here to market him or whatever. I'm supporting him. That is clear. But sometimes we need to be logical about things. Him being there had never been a problem for me. I already said this right from the start. Any party the man walks into, I follow. Even if the party is from hellfire.
Can you say that again? So long as Can you say that again, please?
I know he's going there.
Can you say that again, please?
Even if that party
he walks into,
even if that party
you follow,
walks into, I follow. Because I'm actually believing in the man himself, not in the party.
That's what a lot of us believe in.
And that is what Nigeria needs to turn away from. Yes, you have to believe in that individual. Okay, if you believe in Sowore as an individual, fine. But making, what will I call it? Making Peter Obi a corrupt person because of the party he decided to join into, because I see that Labour Party is already in shambles when he was there, because they were attacking the party because of him. And seeing that Labour Party does not have the proper backbone, he was scattered in a minute. When he left, since he left now, have you heard anything about Labour Party? APC stopped going there to, cause chaos.
It's dead because
they stopped.
Tinubu interfered
now
with that party.
They can't interfere with this totally. Now Tinubu cannot interfere with this ADC. So me, I feel Peter Obi does his thing logically. He calculates before doing it. Going in there is not by, because, he wants to change party, or as people will say, he's a party prostitute, or how some people get to put it anyway. You're jumping from one party to another, that is being desperate and all of that. The man is not desperate. The only desperation he has is to see this country work for everybody. Now, there's nobody that can change this Nigeria without working with these said corrupt politicians you people are talking about. It won't work. If you want to stay away from them, you would struggle till tomorrow. Nigeria will still be the same. And it will shock you that in these same corrupt politicians you're seeing, there are people who have grown conscience over the years that you can actually reason with. You can tell them, this country is becoming something else. So how are we going to do about it? And some of them are seeing the terrible and chaotic decisions and policy Tinubu is bringing. Even them being the corrupt politicians are scared of that policy. They are scared of the things this man is doing to this country. Like the man is taking it to a whole new level. So for somebody like El-Rufai and the rest to now say, this is what Tinubu they do, this country will run down before anybody blink eye. We need to stop this man. So which means you now trying to change this country, that is your opportunity to pick on that. Okay, these people are in this kind of, they don't grow conscience kind of state. Let me buy into their conscience and make this thing happen. And these people will not control Peter Obi when he's on seat. APC don't feel control Tinubu finish.
Impossible.
That is the thing. When you're a president of a country, your party have very little power over you. As a matter of control everything. So it is that simple. So people should not keep misinforming people and making people feel Peter Obi made the wrong decision. He did not. Vote for the person in that party, not the party. Not because of the party for the person, but for the person for the party. I don't know if anybody understands what
we actually understand you. Thank you so much for that. I want to bring
Mr. Ben.
No, hold on, Jamie. Hold on, Jamie. There's Mr. Logic. Do you want to say anything? Because Mr. Jamie, you've talked before.
Let me just say this.
Mr. Logic, go ahead.
Sir. Thank you, Mr. Ben. I've been listening to the whole conversation. Very interesting conversation. But what I want to point out is this: is that I think a lot of people still do not understand what is power in the government. I said, okay, can you hear me now?
Very well.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, I think a
Yes,
lot
we
of
can.
us still do not understand what is power in a government, power and leadership. Power is not fair. Let me tell you guys today. Power is taking. You have to take it. So if anybody is saying why Peter Obi is joining the corrupt party or corrupt politicians, you need to understand something, and that is fundamental. For you to win, to take that power, you have to coalesce with any political party that has the capacity to win any election in a country. And that is what Peter Obi has done. The man is not stupid.
He's being realistic, yeah.
He's being realistic because he understands the dynamics of power. What did Tinubu use to win this, to take the election in 2023? He understands power. He took it by force. And in a country as Nigeria, that is a chaotic country, you don't have to play the mumu. You go banter for banter, bumper for bumper. Whatever this government is doing, that is how you do it with them. You don't find to be like, you don't play to be very, very, very soft.
The NJ,
understand the tactics.
You try to be the NJ and then keep them in the corrupt place.
Yeah, they'll rob
that
you.
is it, my brother.
They'll rob you. They'll rob you blind. And ask you to go to their INEC office where they've already built houses for judges that will be deciding election. Those houses will go down before those judges enter it. That is how it's going to be. You try to take our vote, we will do what we can do.
So so when Ben, you are coming out to say this thing, people still do not understand the dynamics of where you are pointing their attention to. That this is what is happening. Some figures in the country that are just like clowns, acting like they're working for the people. But look at Nigeria today, since independence 1960. What is the development of Nigeria? Every day we see these things happening. Every day we see people who act like clowns, thinking they want the betterment of the country, but they're slowly killing you. Let me tell you something today. No matter how nice you are to a poisonous snake, it will still bite you and you will die. And that is what we have in Nigeria today.
Time, yeah.
Exactly.
Mr. Logic, thank you. I want to bring Dr. Reality out. Dr. Reality 1.
No, yeah.
All right, the Reality 1.
Yes.
Sorry. Hi, everyone.
I call you doctor. Maybe you are a doctor. Go ahead and educate us.
All right. Thank you so much. I joined you guys not quite long. So I've been listening to other guys making submission. So my reservation about Peter Obi is, so what is, what was the goal before Peter Obi left Labour Party and joined ADC? And the concern is, what are the chances of Peter Obi taking ADC ticket, where you know you are going to be going head to head with Atiku Abubakar, Amechi, and the rest? So that is number one. That's my question. And again, if Obi failed to pick that ticket, what is Obi plan B?
Okay.
And the obedience. So do you guys have plan B on what are the chances? Okay. And yes, and the rate from 1 to 10 and a percentage.
Okay. First of all, I want to answer your question about.
Can I answer that though? Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Fabs. Go and digest it for him, please. Thank you.
Okay. All right. The Reality Tune. Sorry, I don't know if I'm almost calling you a doctor too. So
the Reality
okay,
One.
The Reality One. Okay, yeah. Now the thing is that what people really don't understand and is making all this narrative out there to become toxic is that the ADC have not come out clearly to say, okay, we are giving this particular person the ticket or whatever. But there is a process in that party, and they actually plan to follow it to the teeth. They want to do everything by the book. Now, they are not just going to get up and hand over the ticket to Peter Obi, of course not. But this is what is going to happen. They are running on an open ballot primaries, which means every member of the ADC have a say about the candidates that they want, which is something that is supposed to be happening in Nigeria, not bringing delegates and all of that, because delegates are fewer people and then they just buy them and, you know, make them choose whatever and then give us the secondary vote and say, okay, you can vote for this one. So now the thing is that for anybody who is supporting Peter Obi, for anybody who believes in his agenda, I would say go and register yourself in the ADC and have a membership card.
Boom.
Because you're going to need it. They're not going to hand this thing over to him free of charge. No. We are going to vote for him to be the ticket bearer in that party.
So do you think
I have my own membership card? I did my registration.
Do you think the member will vote or the delegate will vote? So do you think you as well as the speaker now can vote in primaries or only the delegates?
Yes. Yes.
It's a member.
No. I can vote in the primaries.
Again,
you cannot
check
vote in
the numbers.
Mr. Reality.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because that is not how it's done.
You should answer that. Why do you say that?
All right then.
No. Let me correct.
It is only the delegates.
Every political party have their. No, it's not only. There are places where they have changed that law of delegates voting for the candidacy.
So, in your honesty,
and
so
then
do you
it is
think
being brought
Obi
for
can
members.
beat Atiku in primary?
Hold on, sir. Let me take this question a little bit.
Of course.
I want to tell you something, Mr. The Reality One. We have seen this fight before. We knew exactly what Atiku and Amechi went through. Atiku and Wike went through under PDP primary. We saw what happened. And Atiku knows what happened. And they know why that election was lost. They also understand why P2B left. Because P2B was not willing to share money at Eagle Square. P2B was not ready to share money. And P2B left. And P2B find an umbrella under Labour Party and joined. And Atiku contested under PDP. And we all know what happened, the outcome of the election of 2023. That even though P2B joined this political party less than 6 months to the election, in my own opinion, and in the eyes of many observers, P2B won the election in 2023.
He came third, or you say you won? He came third.
Can I speak, please? You can have your opinion. you are more than welcome to have your opinion.
I don't think he's
P2B won the election.
That's fine, but he wants to have his opinion.
P2B won the election in 2023. Tinubu, as a matter of fact, did not come third. Tinubu bought INEC. The former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson. The former president of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki. The former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta. They covered their head to leave Nigeria. Tinubu is 2.5 years in power. These people have refused to speak because they allowed diplomacy to run. They were ashamed of what they witnessed. They move away in the night and return back to their various countries. They have never congratulated the president of the day. Show me where Ellen Johnson congratulated Tinubu. Show me where Uhuru Kenyatta congratulated Tinubu. Show me where Thabo Mbeki congratulated Tinubu. Because they knew what happened was an armed robbery. These African countries were looking up to Nigeria. They left because they know if Nigeria is on fire, they will be blamed for issuing a statement. Nevertheless, INEC have their way. But Tinubu know that he did not win the election. Every of his move shows that he knows the reality. I was sitting in London watching the result tripping in. When a PDP guy, that was a man that contested with Obase, the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. The man is a representative of PDP in Agege and lost to Obase, the Speaker, in that same election. A man that is with Atiku all the time, that I personally know, called me and told me, Mr. Ben, congratulations, that P2B is sweeping Lagos to the core. P2B did not just win Lagos. P2B slide it down. In my own opinion, as of the time those people are counted, they say P2B was already on 900,000. And Tinubu was trailing, barely having a 200,000 vote. In Borno State, where the vice president is from, P2B was pulling heavily there. Now, you know that if they were winning in that state, they wouldn't go and burn the shop of Igbo man. Why do you think they were burning the shop of Igbo men on the day of election? If they were actually winning, because the results were coming in. And they were seeing the result in real time that P2B was demolishing the nation. After Abiola victory, P2B victory is the biggest victory Nigeria ever recorded. That would have been one of the most free and fair elections Nigeria ever recorded. This statistic is with every APC. It's with Tinubu. Tinubu know what happened. And this is why you see all the double up they are doing now. Tinubu has been campaigning from the very day he entered power. And their center of opposition is not Atiku. It's not Amechi. It's P2B. That alone should tell you there's a problem in the mountain. So let me be very clear to you. If election is held today and P2B come from any political party, P2B will win again, because Nigerian people are not stupid. That is why they're doing everything to make sure they cancel this guy, for him not to even have a ticket, in order to just demoralize him. As soon as P2B join ADC and declare Atiku's son, they come to APC. I wonder how much they paid him. I'm not a student of emotional politics. I'm a student of understanding what is at play, what is being played. Compare and contrast what is happening in our own very eye. Nigerians are not supporting P2B because he gave them rice. We're not supporting him because he gave us a fantastic speech. We're supporting him because what he has represented all his life. So you are here telling us if you will get the ticket of APC. If you really care about Nigeria, that shouldn't be your concern. You should be praying he get it, so that Tinubu can run for his money. What is Atiku going to do?
Can I say something?
Let me finish that. What Atiku is going to do? Share $30,000 to everybody and repeat what happened in 2023. I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if he didn't win the ticket, because to save Nigeria, even Jesus Christ will be betrayed at the last day. But I like the courage of P2B, and I like the optimistic of his fan, like myself. We know the fight ahead of us.
Yes.
We're not ignorant of it. And he said it last time, I may not get it, but I will run. How is that going to happen? I don't know. But I tell you, The whole APC machine is against this man. And ask yourself, why? Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Ben, so sorry, since the topic of the discussion has slightly shifted, so I want to do a final intervention. So the first part is that I'm very impressed with, the outlook of Peter Obi, especially considering the coalition, because unlike what you've stated, I believe that why he didn't win the last election was because he was not embracing other regions. You can't do, from the history of Nigeria, it has been proven that one single region cannot win the election by itself.
I stop you there, again, please. I stop you there. Mr. Jimmy,
actually embrace every
Mr. Jimmy,
region,
if there's any candidate,
you know how many states that man traveled?
Let me speak,
36.
sir. If there's any candidate that represents the unity of Nigeria, it is Peter Obi. And it is completely disappointing that you think Peter Obi candidacy was for Igbos. The biggest supporters of Peter Obi are Edo, Yoruba. Myself, I'm a Gbira. His biggest engine room is Edo people.
Me, I'm from Benue.
And you are Benue.
Didn't you see during the election what Edo people
Yes, he
did on
came to
social
Benue
media?
himself. That man came to
You guys are
Benue.
blockers on Edo social media bloggers.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, because I need to educate this guy. I need to this narrative they are pushing ahead is a tribalistic, dirty mindset, a divide and rule. Peter Obi does not even believe in that. We saw how many governors of Southeast that were against Peter Obi, including Charles Soludo. We saw it. The people that voted for Peter Obi are no Igbos. The majority of people that cry for him are Nigerians, young people that are frustrated regardless of tribes. And I keep saying Yoruba people are not tribalistic. Forget about the bigotry in the field camp. Yoruba people are the most politically aware set of people. But in every politics, on every country, when you need to win elections, sometimes you use a tribe sentiment to do it. That's exactly the politics of Jagaban. He used religion. He used tribe. So every time they are saying Peter Obi run regional government, he want to do, it is a lie. The reality is far different. Journalists, bloggers, writers that are from Yoruba, they were supporting Peter Obi with all of their heart. The argument won on its own merit. Peter Obi is not running a tribal, bigotry, Igboitic election or IPOB election. Peter Obi was running election that would have benefit all Nigerians. Exactly what we are crying for. Discipline. A government that cares. A government that will not fly 10 governors to come and wave goodbye in Abuja. A government that will not share rice and steal all your money for the whole year. A government that will not enter power and go and buy a yacht that he don't even need. A government that will not be running to London every three days to go and clean his ear. A government that actually understands discipline. That is what Peter run. And if that is religion's government, I support that religion government. Or regional government. Or tribal politics. So please, sir, Mr. Jimmy, I want you to tell me which politics did he run? How many Igbo people, how many Igbo governor campaign with Peter Obi? How many Igbo senator campaign with Peter Obi? All the power that be in Igbo land supported APC.
I never said tribal politics. I mean, if you don't get triggered, you might hear me out first.
I am very triggered. Actually, I am a trigger man when I hear that. Somebody, hold on.
Just hear me out.
You mentioned region.
You say region. That's what you say.
A particular tribe. You mentioned region.
So okay, now I didn't even conclude, and he said, "Let me stop you. Why don't you hear man out?"
No,
because I
detest Oga. I detest such sentiment because I have been called IPOB since 2023. They call me IPOB. 2023, they called me IPOB. I'm not IPOB. I don't even know anything about IPOB.
Okay, so the point I'm making, because I was going to the point that that I was excited to see the meetup in Kano. That's what I was saying. And I always believe that, look, I think my grandmother used to say, one finger cannot take out lies. That's the point. I don't know why that would trigger anybody. If you form alliance with other people, you will be stronger, you have a spread. And then those people who did not support Peter Obi and who did not like Peter Obi, they felt that Labour did not have the spread. You understand? So, but I am so excited that, you know, if he works with Kwankwaso, I'm very excited because I want something. All of us might be supporting, might be wishing for Nigeria to have a leader like Peter Obi. But the problem I have is that sometimes when something does not really go in the line of your thinking, it becomes a problem. No, it shouldn't be so. I like the fact that Peter Obi is having handshakes across Nigeria. We're having, for instance, the former running mate. I work in Zaria. The former running mate could not pull the weight to get the kind of spread that could win the election. That is my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Now in a free marketplace, because you can see what that former running mate is doing, because he knows that if Peter picks a ticket, there's nothing in it for him. He doesn't have the weight. You understand? You know, so he started, you know, like going up and down and all that. But one of the things we insist on some leaders, you have to be a national leader. I see Peter Obi on his page because I follow him on social media. I see him take a time to run advert for Aisha Yesufu to go for Senate. Those are some of the things I'm looking for. The making Nigeria a better place is not all about Peter Obi. It's about what students, what he builds around him, because it's not just one man. What he builds around him, you turn around and then people are using your platform, using your influence to win election into Senate, and then at the end of the day, they are not loyal. They're not like they are not owing anything to you. There's a lot of ingratitude when it comes to that. I want a situation where the man can build his own team. There are those who work for him. He can mentor people to get to places, those people that he can really trust and stick his neck out for him. Now, let me tell you something. Buhari run this kind of campaign with one region in 2011. Yes, against Jonathan. He got 12 million votes, but that was not enough for him to win the election. They were Kano, Bauchi, most of the states that were CPC. They voted for him massively. But because everything was about Buhari, he couldn't produce governors in those states, even though they were having, they were really having good times. But they couldn't produce, there were crises in the state. And instead of Buhari standing up as a leader to unify the people struggling, he now said, let them go to court. And then when the case lingered, they won the president at the presidential election, but they lost at the governorship. So if we are propping up a leader, of course, Peter Obi is aware of the massive love and support that people have for him. There's need to also build people around them. I don't know whether you are.
I absolutely understand.
I don't know whether somebody's hearing me.
I absolutely understand. Yeah.
I will also not disagree. I disagree with somebody who said,
we're hearing
canvassing for Sowore. Sowore, for me, Sowore is the catalyst. I don't want to lose sleep that Sowore is throwing stone at anybody, so long as he does not concentrate that stone on one person. That's my own. That even without making a topic and all that, it's like the guy is a threat. The guy is not a threat. The guy left America to go and sit down in Nigeria and benefit from small petty chaos. I don't know how that one is helping him. You understand? So to me, there are people I look at, oh, this one has no nuisance. This one doesn't have a nuisance value. Let's leave him. Or this one has a nuisance value. Let's engage him. His opinion. All this thing I'm saying is our opinion. And again, Mr. Fabs, if Peter Obi follow party of hell, I don't think I will follow him. But there is no saint party in Nigeria. You understand? All the parties are not divided or not separated by
anyway, that's your own opinion, all right?
yeah, because you are yours. So the point is, what I'm saying is that anybody that criticizes him for leaving Labour Party is just not being truthful, because Labour Party was not a vehicle that can win national election. If you like, cut my head.
That's what I want to hear.
You understand? So it wasn't a vehicle that can win national election. If he goes into a coalition with other people, you understand, you will see judge him by what compromise he makes. But if he doesn't make compromise based on his conscience, he will stand out. He can see stand out. He can see make change in the new platform he goes to. You understand? Because if you insist, I'll give you an example. The area I understand very well. You see, in Nigerian music, there is the Kuti family. They understand music. I'm talking about musicians, those who read and play instruments. But because they are more like social crusaders, they don't take endorsement from corporate Nigeria, because they criticize corporate Nigeria. They criticize the exploitation of the masses and all that. They don't make all the money that is from the industry, because they are anti-corporation. You understand? So, but the other guys don't have that. They don't have that activism in their music. So they can have all endorsement. They can be projected. Apple is coming into the country and all that. So the same thing applies to people like Showore in politics. You understand? If you claim that, look, you have been criticizing this, you are now scared of now going to join them. So people will not point at that. Showore is not interested in being president. That I can tell you for sure. He's interested in being a talking point in Nigerian political development. He will get his 24,000 votes or 30 at most. You understand? And again, understand one fact.
But if it's not
understand one fact.
The president,
understand one fact. Let me land. I'll land after this one. American election, do you realize that apart from the two major candidates, they were almost like a bit 20-something other candidates? Some had 800 votes. Some had 200 votes. The space allowed them to, when you sit down now and then the topic is Showore. Showore is not in the equation as far as I'm concerned. Somebody said
I want to
support
Jimmy. Let me ask him.
Hold on.
If you say Showore is not interested in becoming the president, then why is he trying to become the president by contesting? What sense does it make? Make sense.
Because so I will understand. I will explain this to you. There's one man, I don't know whether you know, there's one guy called Afro Man. Yeah, he just won free speech here in the US, and it was after he won.
I know Afro Man, he's a musician.
Yeah, very good. So when he won that court case, because he was taken to court, he was sued for $5 million. When he won the case, it occurred to me, the rest of us, that he contested the presidential election of 2024. You understand? There are jesters everywhere. So Showore, for me, is suspicious, because I'm asking.
Oga, hold on. Because I want to take this topic to the next level now with other people that just joined us. I can see behind the scene, your knowledge is needed here. Now, this is what I keep saying. I personally believe that Showore is a blackmailer. Showore is a mule. Okay? And I personally believe this. And Showore has been strategically positioned at the moment for something more sinister. And I want people to record this and go and keep it. How many of us agree here, Nigerian influencer, like Daddy Freeze, all these people that have opinion in Nigeria, our musicians like Burna Boy. Now, the best way that this government have positioned this young man is this. Election is going to come, and Showore is going to do his protest vote. And all those clowns that Nigerians have turned into celebrity overnight, will not stand with the people of Nigeria or anybody that can confront power to be. In 2023 election, Daddy Freeze came out and Deji Adeyoju came out and they say, as for me and my family, we are voting for Sowore. Do you really think they vote for Sowore? Or they are just hiding under the control figure that the government has given to them? I'm not going to hide to speak what is on my mind on my own platform where God gave me a voice to speak. There are many figures like Sowore in our midst at the moment. They are plants in the midst of Nigerian people. They are overnight heroes. They are used dragging to get to the top. That government are protecting, projecting, giving them case to win. An election is going to come. The reason why I'm interested in reality, the reality that time, or the other man that came, I think the other guy that left, he said if Sowore contests, he will vote for Sowore. The time I asked if Sowore, Tinubu, and P2B is there, who do you vote for? The prince said if Sowore contests, he will vote for Sowore. That is exactly the strategic point that they are doing. Because they want to use that to distract the people. And they've already planted them both comment section that will be abusing people up and down. In that department of control position figure, Una hero, very dark man, is number one. Take it from me and have peace of mind. VDM will never endorse anybody that have a chance to confront the status quo. Never. He will not do it. He will tell you, I don't do politics, but I can go and build a borehole for the community. I can go and paint school. Tinubu have destroyed opposition, neutralized our social media, create us figures that Nigerians now look up to. If somebody owe you money, you call VDM. And VDM have a chance to say, I have a lawyer that can win a senior advocate of Nigeria. That can collect 400 million from a case that EFCC cannot win and Nigeria cannot see.
And then it causes a distraction from the main problem.
Yes, from the main problem, and Nigeria cannot see. All of them are on my pipeline. I will call them out when I'm when I'm on my platform like this. Because God gave me a voice. On this platform tonight, over 20 people have come up and go. We are taking questions. We are answering questions. We are giving your opinion. And one of the figures you guys call the biggest voice in Nigeria don't even take questions from anybody. But he has audacity to come out and tell you 2027 is over. Because Tinubu have 32 governors. Now somebody should tell me where in the world is that possible? On the same day P2B was trending, VDM come out and say Nigerians should not worry. Tinubu has won it already. On the same day P2B was trending for the high receptionist he got in the north, Sowore came out and said, he borrowed those crowd. You people cannot get the picture. We got it. We don't have anybody to comment for us. We don't have anybody to propagate narrative for us. We have you.
And Mr. Ben, you know why I like that crowd a lot? You know, even if they are shouting, it's actually a borrowed crowd. You know, Kwankwaseers are organic followers of Kwankwaso. Have you ever seen that man sharing rice or sharing whatever to those people?
No, he's
when that man calls, they come out.
Yes.
Just same way Peter Obi does. So they are just jealous. You know, the thing is entering their bones. So I feel that's the normal reaction anyway.
You are not ashamed, you know, to call out
a
president that left Nigeria and they pack pounds inside bag to come and share for people in London to shout on your mandate you shall stand.
With his security chief, not just left alone.
And carry money and flag.
I tell you, with Nigeria in chaos, the chief of security left with him.
Yes, that's
to another country.
And VDM said that is campaign. VDM call it a campaign, that Tinubu was campaign. No, that was not a campaign. No activist should call that a campaign. to demoralize people, to tell Nigerians they should not put interest in the election because Tinubu has won it. As a matter of fact, the young man told Nigerians Tinubu is already a president. He's looking for lifetime. How dismissive that could be.
To 2031.
You know, the thing is that if the fear of this.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, because I am speaking. Oga, hold on, sir. Oga, hold on. VDM is a control opposition. VDM work for Sheyi Tinubu 100%. The fight you see happening on social media is staged. King Micha, B Lord, stage to keep on head busy. All the insult happening on social media, stage, both, by comment, by like, by trending. Open your eye. On this platform, we will call it out. P2B, we are waiting for you to get the ticket. And Nigeria will say 2023 is not 2027. Share your eyes. Buy all the governors. The people, the village movement will show you something that you will never expect. I want to welcome behind the scene. Behind the scene, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Ben, I greet you.
I greet you, sir.
The thing is this, you know, you have come to a conclusion, which I'm still trying to navigate, whether VDM is properly a controlled opposition. And in the last conversation we had, you told me to take my time. And of course, I'm still investigating. But the one I'm sure of 100% is Sowore. Sowore is a controlled opposition. You know,
at least we are getting somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a guy that will never offer this kind of word. If we are getting somewhere, we are getting somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for that statement. And he's going to elaborate a round of applause that. Yes. Yes, go ahead and tell us why you think Sowore is now a control position, because that is not always your belief.
Yes, of course, it has. I've been a Sowore apologist, you know, trying to see through his, in quotes, good works and activism. But, you know, I've been studying, but in recent time, he did something that made me, you know, cap it, that this guy is a controlled opposition. If you come to the Southeast, it's a popular opinion that somebody like Alex Otti is doing well, you know, that if not like he's perfect, but for what he has been able to achieve within 2 years, 3 years in office, you can say this guy is going somewhere. Now, a Sowore, okay, before we talk about Sowore, you look at people who are in the business of criticizing and running down Alex Otti. It's typical of APC. APC is in that business full time. Now someone comes to align with them in running down Governor Alex Otti. What does that tell you? There's a mandate on these people to take Abia State away from Abia people. So on that note, I look at it, I said, who will do this if not an opposition? Who will say what Sowore said that day if not an opposition? Okay? And just like you said, these people called the system, you know, we talked about APC and the system that run Nigeria. They are two different bodies, but they are working together. When you talk about APC and the cabal, you're talking about internal forces. But when you talk about Nigeria system, you talk about internal and external forces. These forces come to put together, can give you cases to win. They can give you scripts of activism to pull, and which would make people look at you as though you're working, you know, for the people. You know, which, you know, it gives you that opportunity to hijack any protest, to pretend to be protesting, and whenever you come to protest, every other person hands off,
So
thinking that the
you mean
Messiah has come.
they give you unusual strength?
Yes.
So unchecked strength.
A steroid. They give you a steroid. You know, you run on steroids, political steroids.
Yeah, you feel like you are invisible. You are achieving something.
Yes. No, people will think you are achieving something.
Yeah,
not you. You know already.
You know that you're not achieving anything. People think you are achieving something.
Yes, people will think you are achieving something.
Can I bring you back a little bit, because we see within this show, a man who came out and said there was a man who defrauded another man 600 million, and the case went to EFCC.
Yes,
and EFCC say, sorry, that man is a big man, we can't touch it. And the case then went to another police. The police say, we cannot solve it. And then the case then went to Atonze. Atonze say, we cannot solve it. And the case came to one social media noise maker. And the person said, I don't solve the case. I got 400 million. They arrest the person. What do you think about that kind of scenario? Within 48 hours.
It looks like a movie. It looks like a movie. It looks like a movie. And the hurry and the urgency of treating and winning that case is suspicious. I must tell you.
Because there was never case. I've done my investigation. There was never case. It's just drama. There was no 400 million exchange hand. It's just drama. Drama.
Yes.
Just to elevate that young man in front of. And you know, when he came up, he was telling you, this is a case of 2 Igbo people. This is a case of 2 Igbo people. This is a case of 2 Igbo people.
Yes.
It's a psychological.
He mentioned that statement more than 5 times.
More than 5 times. It's a manipulative tendencies. They know what they're doing. Because they are manipulating the Southeast young people to believe in their hero. Even when the logic does not connect it together. Then Sowore came out and said, if you don't give us Biafra, let us go. Sowore then identify as Biafra. All this kind of statement have an undertone of political movement behind it, but people cannot see it. So we are here to open it out for people that have not been bought to see what we are seeing. Go ahead.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
I think what will help us understand these things about controlled opposition is to go back in history to draw a map of the control of the nation called Nigeria. What has gone down in this sponsorship of keeping Nigeria the way it is? What the system has invested so far? The life of people, wars, crises, billions of dollars spent to keep the country the way it is. So when you tell people that these guys are being sponsored by the same system to hold you down, and they are using modern techniques to do that, they will say, no, this person cannot be a controlled opposition. But if you lack the knowledge of what this system have done in the past to hold the country down and what they stand to lose when the right thing is done in this country, when the right systems are established, the right person becomes president of Nigeria, turning Nigeria from consumption to production, means China will lose their market, their biggest market in Africa, which means US, UK, China, all the countries that see Nigeria as their biggest market in Africa will lose their biggest market. You will see that using Sowore or a very dark man or anybody is the tip of an iceberg. This guy can go any length. They can go any length to hold this country the way it is, and even worse. So when you say Sowore is a controlled opposition or VDM is a controlled opposition, look at it from that spectacle. Look at it from that angle. Even Mr. Ben here can be approached once you begin to get massive followership, once you begin to get the audience and the masses follow you, and you're trying to chart the course to a better future, they will approach you. I'm sure of that. Because a good business for Nigeria is a bad business for them. And a bad business for Nigeria's nation is a good business for them. So if you can do it, of course, they can sponsor you. So that's what I...
You're very right. Michael,
can I ask you a question, please?
Hold on. I want Michael to speak. Michael, you've been waiting. Behind the scene, hold on. Michael, if you are there, if you're not there, House of...
Yeah. Good evening, Mr.
House of
Ben.
Pounds, good evening.
Yeah. The thing is that just a few days ago, I've seen Osewore just leaving because it was never like this before. So Osewore that I've never even become a local government chairman or governor of a state, they want to become a president with this kind of attitude, with this kind of character, with this kind of telling Peter Obi is this, Oti is this. If Osewore want to start from anywhere, you want to become a governor or anything, you have to join. He has to join a party like ADC.
He should join APC. He should join APC.
Let him even join APC.
He should join APC. We will support him.
No problem. I'm just saying something. If Osewore want to go anywhere, he has to join a party, because with this character Osewore is doing now, he cannot go anywhere. Osewore can, even if people love him, like what the other guy said, if Osewore even get 20,000 votes or 30,000 votes, the grace of God Almighty. For what Oti have been doing for the past 2 years, there is no governor in the 36 states done something like that in 8 years. 2 years of Oti in Abia State, governing Abia State. No governor in 36 states. Do that thing. Now I'm asking myself now, what can do this thing in 2 years? What is stopping the 36 governor, the 32 governor APC have? What is stopping just 5 of them to do what Oti is doing? Just 5 or 3 of them to do what Oti is doing. Why can't they do what Oti is doing? Just 3 of APC governor. Why? Is it because they hate the people, or they don't want the progress of the country? It is only Oti that want the progress of Nigeria. What is really happening? Is it that they go to, when they go to the office, maybe the president, they give them instruction on what to do? Because they are trying to bring, the other time they said that Oti did not stay in the government house. He's not coming, he's not staying in the governor lodge or something like that. Use that one to blackmail Oti. That is not stay. Then Oti told them that he can stay in anywhere to govern the state. Focus is the governance. So you want to govern the state of Abia. I'm from Edo State.
I'll accept your request here.
Anybody I'm seeing as a governor in Nigeria right now is Oti. Anything to whether I'm from Abia, I'm from anywhere. I'm in Nigeria.
Oti is the best governor in Nigeria, period.
Exactly. Peter Obi, do you know what? In the last election, 2023, Peter Obi came into Labour Party in less than a year. Labour Party. Why Peter Obi could not win that? They did not hand over that power to Peter Obi, because Peter Obi, there was no force like the way it is now in ADC. You see Erufai there, you see Amechi there, you see Atiku there, you see a lot of them there. If it was like this in 2023, not try it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not try to rig that election if it was like this before.
You're right.
They have seen their mistake. They have all seen their mistake.
And I'm sure they will correct it before the time goes.
They are very careful now.
All right, House, hold on, because we are finishing very soon. I want to bring the reality. You wanted to ask a question.
All right, thank you so much. I wanted to ask Mr. Behind the, so I can only see the
behind the scene.
You said Obi will turn Nigeria to production country, right? But the same Obi, we have somebody like Dangote. You know how productive this man is, and we know how much this guy has contributed to Nigeria economy. But the same Obi, according to what people say, is a big businessman, and he does not have single manufacturing company in Nigeria. He imports everything down to toothpick. So how will it change overnight? Thank you, sir.
Yes, very beautiful question. Very beautiful question. The thing is this: the way the system is limits your choice of business. And that system is what he wants to change. The kind of Obi, I don't think is someone happy. Yes, he imports. I agree with you. I don't think he's someone that is happy with importation. Okay? But for you to grow to the point where you have the capacity to make a change, you have just like they said, when the foundation is destroyed, what shall the righteous do? Okay? So I think not just Obi, many other, see, there are a lot of good Nigerians like Obi that are doing businesses they don't really, even you, many of us are doing businesses that we may not really do if everything was going well. But you just
the system does not allow him to build a company, a factory in Nigeria, but the same system allow him to bring products from other countries to Nigeria. And are you making an excuse for him, or you just...
The reality, I think you are being a little bit narrow here when you are saying this. P2B importing goods has nothing with doing with management and setting environment where manufacturer can flourish. Now, you saying that P2B is not doing what Dangote is doing, basically can affect his idea of turning Nigeria into an industrial state, because you are expecting him to have been practicing that industrialization from his own private business. That's what you are saying, isn't it, sir?
Yes, sir, because the same Obi governed Anambra for 80 years. How many manufacturing companies do we have in Anambra in its 8 years?
Okay. When you govern a state administratively. Set the environment, make sure the education system is working, make sure the commerce is working. That is what governance is. Now, what we are looking for, the Obi quality that we are marketing is the uniqueness of this man, the history of this man, and the quality of leadership he has displayed, and the humility he brought into that role, the empathy that he embedded as a human being. That is what we're looking at.
Obi built supermarket in Abuja, but he does not have business.
Oh God, sorry, let
Anambra.
me speak now. Let me speak, please. Let me speak. He built business in Abuja to employ the people that live in Abuja. Your point is not actually logical when we come to leadership. The leadership we are talking, how many factory Tinubu has?
No, we are talking about Obi.
No. I said the current leader. Oh God, sorry. The current leader, how many factory does he maintain?
He's not a businessman.
Because he's not. So he doesn't have a factory.
I cannot say something about, but I think he has, what's it called? TVC. He has TVC. I think some people said he has estate. I don't know. I'm not very sure about that. But I'm talking about Peter Obi that you guys are talking about. Do you know
Peter Obi also had a bank that is not under liquidation? He's a chairman of bank, chairman of so many industry in Nigeria. that are
No,
not
we are
under
talking
stress and they're
about
not corrupt. So you are expecting him to have a rubber making company, a plastic company, for you to know that he can make environment where traders
why
can trade.
taking his business to Abuja, not in his hometown?
Does it really matter? We're talking about one Nigeria.
This guy,
See, my brother, you are lost.
I think
you are completely lost. We're talking about one Nigeria. We want a
Forget
Nigeria
about one Nigeria. Okay, now, so
state.
if Obi comes to power now, then Obi will be developing Benin Republic and leave Nigeria. Is that what you're saying?
I think say this guy.
Is Abuja not part of Nigeria?
I say Benin Republic.
Benin Republic.
What I'm saying now, if Obi becomes Nigeria president now, then it will be developing Benin Republic and leave Nigeria.
So what are you saying? I don't understand what you are saying now.
Charity begins at home.
Is Abuja not Nigeria? It's not part of Nigeria.
You were governing and Anambra, and you took.
Oh my God!
You took your business to Abuja. That is already being developed by the federal by the federal system.
This is
reality. It's Abuja, not
you have a state that is struggling, and you have your resources. You took your resources to the federal territory.
We are talking about.
You took your money to.
You are being tribal. Tribal mindset.
Did I say something?
Tribal. You don't need to tell me where you are from.
Tribal now. Did I say anything about tribe?
Okay.
Your statement clearly signifies being tribalistic. You don't need to tell me where you are from.
Okay, can you tell me more about
Abuja? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Is Abuja not part of Nigeria?
Also account about Mr. Peter Obi.
My brother, is Abuja not part of Nigeria?
What we are saying
Abuja,
now.
Abidjan?
Why don't you invest in your state?
Hey, I'm done.
This is what we're saying. My state, this time I land. This has been our problem every time.
You saying? Are you saying? Hold on. My question to you now: are you saying Anambra is developed better than Abuja, and you took development to Abuja rather than develop your own state, your own city? You govern for 8 years.
I think you can't comprehend what we are doing.
We are lost.
No, it's not about comprehension. No, it's not about
I didn't finish up.
But you guys, because you like Peter Obi, you don't want to say the truth.
This is not about liking Peter Obi. What
say the truth. And Obi is not producing a penny in Nigeria.
All right, sir. The reality. Who do you support?
Dr. Reality One.
I support Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Oh, you support. Oh, guys, hold on. You support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay, you support Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the project? Which company Bola Ahmed Tinubu run in Nigeria?
Okay, now let me tell you about you. I don't know what about run. Tinubu was working as an accountant, so he's not a businessman.
Okay,
he was working as an accountant.
Where was he working as an accountant?
With Elsa Mobile.
Where was he working as an accountant?
I said he was working with Mobile.
The Mobile denies they don't know him. They don't have record.
Oh, say so. Where did you? Okay, Google it.
I don't need to Google it. Do you remember the last interview? Do you remember the last interview? Oga, sorry. Because normally I don't supposed to even give you one more chance to talk because you brought tribe in, and I believe that what we
did I say anything about tribe? Did I say anything about tribe?
You don't need to say anything about tribe. Your words contradict.
Did I say anything about tribe?
I have a question for him, Mr. Ben.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. The reality, I believe that there are many things that you see wrong with Peter Obi. Tell me one thing sincerely that you know he did well as a governor.
What I will say, I did not live in Anambra when he was a governor, but a lot of things he did wrong. When he was a governor.
No, I said. I already said
they said he did well in education.
Wait.
They say he did well in education.
Wait now. You're a critic of Peter Obi. And I said, yes, I agree with you. There are many things he did wrong. So tell me one thing you know he did right as a governor. One thing.
Yeah, I'm still talking now. They say it was prudent. They say he did well in education. These are the things I can tell about him, which I did not see those things.
If he did well in education, did he have schools before he did well in education when he became governor? Did he have schools?
Did what?
Did he have schools, maybe university or secondary schools, before he did well in education as governor?
I cannot tell about that. So what does that question mean?
What I'm saying is that if he doesn't have the things you're criticizing, if he doesn't run the companies you are criticizing him for now, it doesn't mean if he become president, he will not do it.
But he has governed a state for 8 years. And it did not turn Anambra to Dubai of Nigeria.
No, wait now.
In
yes,
8
I agree.
years.
I said if Peter Obi did not I said don't be biased, my brother. Don't be emotional. If Peter Obi did not run secondary or primary or university, he doesn't own any of them. But he became governor and did well in education. That means the companies you are criticizing him today that he doesn't have, that he does all importation, it means that if he becomes president, he will also do those things. Don't you think so?
So do you think, what's it called? Dangote.
No, did you hear what I said?
Oh, yes, I want to respond to your question now. Do you think Dangote waited till he become governor, president, before he opened manufacturing company everywhere?
You're answering a question back. Answer the question first.
Yeah, answer that question now. So that's the same thing.
How to answer a question.
Now pick from my response.
Calm down. The man asked you a question. As an intelligent person, you answered the question.
Okay, one thing is they say
your own question. You are asking a question on top of a question when you have not answered the question being asked.
All right then. So let me respond to you. Now, one thing is what Obi knows how to do is to import. He does not know how to do any manufacturing company. He must have this. Obi is 65 or 66 years. If he has that in his blood, he would have started that long time ago. So Obi cannot do it. Just a campaign strategy.
Sorry, can I ask you a question? Do you know what could make somebody not to start a manufacturing company in Nigeria?
There is nothing that will make you not to start if you really have that skill in you.
I ask you a
will
question.
Find a way to
do you know what can discourage a businessman not to start an industry in Nigeria?
When I believe, I don't know what can discourage anybody.
Give me 3 examples that can make a successful industry work in Nigeria. 3. Since you don't know what can make somebody to say this is not available in this environment, I cannot start an industry.
Electricity is there.
There is no excuse for not having industry in Nigeria. We have industries in Nigeria. So there is no excuse for that. No excuse for not having industry in Nigeria.
I asked you a question. What are the recipe? What are the structural stuff that need to be available for a successful industry, for a successful businessman to start an industry in Nigeria?
If you want to open a business, you are the one to look for what to do. It is not the industry that will build itself. Somebody has to put the plan and all that. So there is nowhere you.
Okay, let me give you an example of what is available that if you want to start a company and as a businessman, you put into consideration. Electricity, number 1. Number 2, roads.
Accessibility.
Number 3, loan facilities. Now, if you are a businessman and you know you are going to be spending 500.
He's not doing business.
Yeah, 500,000 to buy diesel per week to produce this. Every week you are spending 500,000 because there's no electricity, and you are still paying for the electricity that's not available. You're still paying the bill, and you can import this from another country to Nigeria without spending that 500,000. Sell it cheaper for the consumer. what would you do?
Now, here's my question. Here's my response. Dangote did not belong and become a billionaire in Africa by importing foreign.
I asked you a question. Don't call
no,
Dangote.
that's what, okay,
Oga,
I'm saying something.
Oga,
and the same Nigeria,
Oga, I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop your ignorant head from this platform now.
It is not ignorant. If you don't agree with me,
yes, it's ignorant because you're not listening.
You guys do not like the truth.
No, intelligent people don't speak like
you're wasting my time. You're wasting my time.
You are giving an example. If I ask you for example, wait,
there is every chance there is every opportunity for Obi to have a manufacturing company in Nigeria. We have industries in Nigeria. There is no excuse for not having one.
I asked you directly. I give you example. I say, if you want to run a business right now, because you told me already that as a businessman, you have to consider what is profitable for you and how you can go about it. If you want to buy this and sell, I repeat again, Oga, open your head and listen and stop programming what they've already told you on another media. If you want to sell this and to produce these, you will need to be spending 500,000 every day or every week for diesel, because there's no electricity to run a successful business. And at the same time, if you spend that 500,000, you are going to be selling it at 300 naira. But you can get the same thing from a country that already have electricity, that have manufacturing system that works. You can get it there without spending that 500,000. Then sell it in Nigeria at the rate of 150 naira. What would you do as a businessman?
I don't know why you guys are making excuses for Peter Obi failure.
This guy is not understanding.
Yeah, because there is no way you tell me there is no way you want to build industry in Nigeria.
I say,
what you are talking about importing everything. But he also
before you proceed. It's a simple question.
I forgot to understand that Dangote is working with every administration in this country. Do you want Peter Obi to be working with APC or working with PDP and he's coming out for presidency?
The same Peter Obi was once working with General Sani Abacha in his days. Until now, he has not built a...
Move on.
My brother, I don't understand how people think. They ask you a simple question. Instead of you to answer the question, then before you proceed, you can give explanation, you can give example, but answer the question first.
A personal question for him.
I don't understand.
A personal question for him.
See, on that problem, a lot of people are saying that after election between Peter Obi and Tinubu, they said Tinubu is going to win. Do you know what these people don't understand? They said free and fair election. You said free and fair election, and you are telling me that Tinubu has 32 governors. Now, if you say free and fair election, are you not talking about the people? Are you talking about to rig the election again? You are talking when you say free and fair election. Just go to the ballot. Let everybody go to the ballot and come who they want to vote for. That is what we call free and fair election. Whether Peter Obi campaign did not campaign, you go to the ballot and go and vote for you want to vote for. That's what we call free and fair election.
They are no longer campaigning for free and fair election. What they are campaigning for now is how many governor Tinubu has, how many senator he has. So he won the election already. That's what they want you to believe.
For what?
That is what they want you to believe. And these people who is telling you this analysts do not tell you that the people have power. If the people choose to vote this comment out, they will vote them out. No, they say no, lie down. They say lie down, government is coming. Let them just come and climb you because they are coming with governors.
And Ben, do you realize that since 1960, Nigeria has 13 consecutive power leadership cycled between two main forces, which is the North and the West.
Yes.
Since 1960, the North has produced 9 leadership from the Babangida from the Abasha, just name them from the Shagari, why the West has produced only 4. Now, the question is, where is the South-South? When you mention the South-South, one name comes to mind, which is Jonathan, and it was by chance that Jonathan got there. Now, where is the East? One name will come to mind, which is Aguiyi Ironsi, and that didn't even last. So, since 1960 up to the present, 2 major forces has been taking control of Nigeria, and we are not going anywhere. So is it not a time for us to say, no, where are the other tribes in this country? We want a Nigeria whereby an Yoruba man will become president.
Boom.
Or an Ijaw man will become president.
Boom.
Or somebody from Kogi State will become president.
Boom.
Why is it only North and West? If it's not Yoruba, the next person is going to come from the North. What is happening in a country of 200 million people? 2 forces have been ruling us since 1960. It is until that cycle is broken, we need to break that cycle whereby anybody can become president in Nigeria, not just North and West.
But I believe that after this 2027 election, once ADC collect this presidency, then person like Oshowere can come out and say, I want to contest for president later on. Because in this recent time, a strong force is going to be force against force. Our out of all these demonic leaders in this country. Imagine what just happened. Tinubu, the money that they used to host all these events, you know that is from Nigeria's fund. Lot of money from Nigeria's fund that they used to host this event. So you can't expect London, UK to bring money to come and host this event for Tinubu.
In short,
why that kind of money be used for the country?
In short, the way Tinubu was enjoying that host, it was like somebody they've rejected for a very long time. They finally allow him to come inside the room.
Why can't they use this money to do something in Nigeria? Now, since Tinubu came to power, Tinubu has ruled Lagos State for good 8 years before. Now, he's doing presidency now. 4 years now. Tinubu campaigned with electricity. He opened his mouth and said, if I did not give electricity,
don't vote for me.
Vote for me again. Okay. Why did we not believe that statement he made? Why are people still trying to say Tinubu is working?
I want to House of Fun. I want to thank you, Danko Dan. Are you there? We are closing, so if you want to say something, go ahead. If it's not there, behind the scene, can you end the evening for us? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ben. It's a very good thing to always be objective and, on every issue in life and look at 2 sides of the coin. The computer people talk about front-end programming and back-end programming, which is behind the scene. So don't just look at what is happening, but look at what is going on. What is happening and what is going on are 2 different things. So it's important we look into the depth of things that we see, no matter how beautiful or no matter how appealing those things are. Look at what is powering what you're supporting. Thank you much, Mr. Ben.
Thank you.
We'll meet again.
Thank you. Mr. Logic, anything you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, my own be say, what I want to talk about, we need to break that cycle. When was the last time a non-Yoruba or a non-Northerner has become the Nigerian chief of staff in Nigeria? Let's say an Ikekiri man. When was the last time a non-tribe, apart from Yoruba or Northerner, become the commissioner, the inspector general of police in Nigeria. These are some of the things. This power has just been rotating between these two people. Why? So we need to break that cycle. That's my own.
Thank you,
I don't care who wants to be there. Let somebody that is capable be there. That's what I stand for.
Thank you, Mr. Logic. Thank you, House of Punk, and good night for our people on the YouTube and Facebook and also on Twitch. Thank you and good night.
Good night, brother.
Good night.